Easy with the pen, I'm learning life. My face is divine, words inspire with perfect time. Nurtured right, them man there be learning lines, rehearsing life. Trust me, far from certified. Active while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
What's going on, guys? Big up everybody that's locked in.
After that as well.
Right, big up everyone that's locked in. Welcome to another episode of Shameless FC. After another Chelsea loss, but we move. It is what it is. Big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe on your way, and check out everyone's socials down in the description below. We're going to go through all the Premier League games from the weekend. Probably talk about the World Cup for a little bit as well. Get you guys' questions in. Yeah, big up everybody who's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Ryan, what were you saying, my guy? How's your weekend been?
Yeah, man, it's been good. It's been good, man. Two Prem wins in a row, man. Yeah, man. It's been a lot better, bro. A lot better. Gonna miss football, though, man. Well, Prem football, innit? But, yeah, man, things are looking on the up a bit.
Yeah, some of us will. Neil, what are you saying, my guy? How's your weekend been?
All good, man. Can't believe my team's winning. But, yeah, we move. I mean, yeah, all good apart from that. I don't want the World Cup to happen. I'll probably get into that in a bit because I'm just like, can't be asked for it. But, yeah, don't really have too much to talk about. But, yeah, big up yourself.
Big up. Jan, what are you saying? How's your weekend been?
Yeah, it's been all right. It was a pretty good weekend. I didn't watch City, so I don't know what happened. I just saw the score. So, yeah, can't really discuss that game in too much detail because I didn't see it. But, yeah, losing is not never acceptable, to be honest. So, however it happened doesn't really matter.
I might just sign up the title game as well.
Oh my god! The last time
I did lose. Don't worry, I can cover that part for you if you don't want to. I got you in it. You know what I'm saying? The Chelsea.
Right? Why are you crying, bro?
Oh, great! Thank you, Flawless. Man,
that's just why I'm in it. That's
me and Flawless got you.
That's how teamwork. That's how teamwork works.
Unity.
Man. Yeah, man.
Did any of you guys watch the City game? Then you guys watch the City game?
I didn't watch the City game. No.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Was the City game the early kick?
Yeah.
That's why I was on the way back from football.
Yeah,
that's why I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yeah.
I was at Anfield, so I couldn't in it.
You've got an in-depth analysis on Chelsea.
Yeah, man.
Right. Cam, what are you saying? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. Still top of that league, 5 points clear. Got all these rivals crying, "Oh, Man City are handing Arsenal the league." Oh, it's great to see. It's great to see. We all know it's not true, but I love to see the rivals cry. So it is what it is. That's not just a shot to Ryan, by the way. I've actually seen bare Spurs and Chelsea fans, and I've seen bare fans on Twitter say, "Oh yeah, well, Man City, they're just gonna hand Arsenal the title," and crying about it like we ain't got another 20-odd games to go. Apart from that, that's good, man. Bro. That's great, bro. My daughter turned 1 on Saturday.
Hey, love that.
Big up.
She's next to she's with me right now.
That's true. Everyone's saying we
trust me. Tell them.
Which means that all of them people are saying that their team are going to lose to Arsenal in the return leg, which is a bit unambitious, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Who's losing to Arsenal in the return leg?
No, I'm saying everyone that's saying they're handing the title, because technically if Liverpool beat Arsenal, the gap might not be 5 points, if that makes sense. It might be, it depends what we do.
You beat Arsenal twice,
and if you didn't lose to Brentford at home, and if you to Brentford at home, you wouldn't be 5 points behind either. So
I know. Brentford could never be my club, but we moved on.
Yeah, no, we didn't
Brentford at home.
But it is what it is. You know what? We've not actually lost.
Bruv, you've lost to Nottingham Forest.
We've not lost at home for a long time, in any competition.
Am I here saying my team is good? Come on. Right.
Yeah, but the way you're acting like it sounds like it. Even though Brentford are way better than
man, and they're
Forest.
losing all to Brentford and Arsenal 5 points clear now, man.
Listen, when everyone was struggling against Brentford last year, City weren't. So it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also you got to realize, Ryan, it's your team that dropped the ball as well, more than Man City, way more than Man City.
No, but they're better than us. So naturally, people are going to expect more from them, innit? So it's their fault.
thing
You didn't
is,
Man.
expect to
How
be
can
this
you
far
be
behind
to
them,
your
though.
This
apprentice?
gap, though.
Your
all
apprentice
I
in his
would
third
say,
year of management. Anyhow, he loses the league to him. A fraud watch. I don't care if that happens.
Mind the gap
Don't
between
lose the league to
Liverpool
your
Anyway,
apprentice, bro.
and
Michael
Man
was saying, if I thought there was no chance of us winning the league, then I'd be concerned. But at this stage in the season, I'm not gonna. After what City have done over the years, I'm not gonna be crying before Christmas. Like, come on now, we've seen it.
Don't worry, Ryan will do it for
We
you.
were 8 this time 2
Yo,
years.
yeah,
City
disrespectful
looking
to
good
Ryan.
this
Anyway, as I was
season.
saying, it's just dismissed, man, yo.
Wait, what?
Sorry, go on, Jan. Carry
What?
on.
I
That
don't
is
get
mad
what's
funny, yo.
happened.
Oh yeah, no surprise you don't know what's going on. Go on, Jan. Carry on, man.
No, I was just saying. I think
that's crispy.
it's a long way
Yo,
to
what
go.
can I
innit?
mute myself?
Sorry, yeah, go on.
I
No,
don't
no,
know. I think I'd be worried if I was
Right.
City, to be honest.
Fucking hell,
Your
bro.
name's not Jan, Ryan. Shut up, bruv.
Go on, Jan.
No, I was just saying it's a long way to go in the season, so you can't be handing out the title now. Can Arsenal win the league? Yes. Should they technically, based on the amount of points they've got this early? Probably, but it's not a done deal yet. Anything can happen. A few injuries to City, it changes it massively. A few injuries to Arsenal, the same thing. So it's just one of them. We'll have to see how the season goes. City normally don't really get to our best till December, Jan. That's when we normally are at our best. Unfortunately, the World Cup has come at probably the wrong time. Because what we've done historically is we've lost at this point in the season to like a Palace last year. The year before, there's a few years ago, it was Leicester. There's been a few times where we've lost at this sort of stage in the season and everyone kind of ruled us out. And then we've gone on some crazy winning run, not even unbeaten, winning run of like 12 games or whatever. And then we've, confirmed first place and it's kind of not really moved from there. But the World Cup is now. So just after that loss, when we probably would have been better off continuing to play to kind of bounce back, we kind of just had it shut down. So it's how
Isn't
we
that
can
better for
recover.
you guys, though?
I mean, I
Depends
think
on what your next fixtures are. Who are you guys playing when you come back?
I don't know. We've got quite a lot of the big boys.
I know we play you like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, I think we've got Arsenal twice in Feb. We've got quite a lot of hard games. I know we've got Man United.
Yeah, you got Leeds, Everton, and Chelsea.
Yeah,
So
we got
a little bit tricky, and then you got United.
Yeah, I think
to
be honest, with City, like it just depends because we've had remember that time when we had Chelsea and Liverpool in 1 week, and then another I can't remember someone else the week before or the week after, and we were and we had PSG midweek, and it was one of them where you thought, oh, we're gonna fail, and we actually did better because the pressure was just on us the whole time. But yeah, I think we'll have to see how we come back from the World Cup because you never know how fit everyone's going to be. And if someone's just won it in our team, they're likely to be on a high. If someone's been kicked out or lost the final, they're likely to come in on a bit of a downer. So all of that can
Plus,
be
there could be potential injuries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we'll have to see. And we'll have to see how everyone else does after the World Cup as well because they'll have similar problems. The only person that should be fully fit and healthy is Haaland because he's just going to be chilling. So, but yeah, everyone else, I have no idea.
If anything, that means Haaland won't be that sharp because you spent a month without playing.
Yeah. I think Pep wanted like a friendly or something for when, because he's saying obviously not everyone's going to get to the final. So whoever comes back, which probably be most of the team, to be honest. Say the final is Brazil and Argentina. We're only going to have one player at the World Cup. Well, two with Edison. So it's not that many. Do you know what I mean? So it just depends on how far like Portugal and teams like that get where we got quite a few players. So I don't know. He said he wants a friendly, but how? I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
No, I've heard a couple teams talking about friendlies during the month of December, so I ain't too surprised by that.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea might be having one. There's a couple other clubs I've heard.
I heard Arsenal got like 2 or 3 prepared.
Yeah, no surprise. These teams are still
Yeah,
going to want to
I
make
think
money.
we're
United
playing
got a couple
Arsenal
as
in
well.
this Dubai Cup or something.
Dubai Cup.
Yeah. Abu
Yeah,
Dhabi.
they're all,
it's
they're
with,
all
like,
going to hot
Us,
places, aren't they?
Arsenal,
Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and
AC
I
Milan,
think it's
as
'cause
well.
it's closer. They can
AC
come back there rather than flying all the way back to England.
Oh, fair enough. Right. Whose club should we go to next? Neil, we'll go to you. We'll talk about Leicester.
You're even gonna ask me how my Lewis, you're not even gonna ask me how my weekend is. I thought we were boys and that. You know what
No,
I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
yeah.
my
What's going
bad,
on?
Flawless. How's your weekend been?
It's been
bro?
good, fam.
I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say the
saying?
same thing, bro. I was gonna say the same thing.
Thank you for asking. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And that, like much
Even
appreciated.
asked me how
Good
my
weekend.
week's
My
going.
bad.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care for you, Cam, but yeah, love Lewis. Innit?
Is it like that? Yeah. Is it like
it's like
that?
that.
Yeah.
It's like
Like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Like that. Oh, what? Someone in their feelings for some reason because their goal is shitting on his club right now.
Oh. Oh. Insult.
Hey, we'll come back to Ronaldo. Neil, Leicester. What's been going on with Leicester the last few weeks? Because everyone seems to be turning back into Rodgers fans.
Not me, but
Not
some
you,
people are.
I've seen a lot of Leicester fans already turning back.
People are fickle, man. People remember what happened over the. Why is my head in between Penis Morgan and Ronaldo? Anyway, I was looking up here and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, with Leicester, we've been good. It's really weird. We've gone back to where like prime Rodgers and we're playing good football, but you've got to wonder why it's been just one set piece coach and one defender that's come in and we just look like a different team. I think we kept like Danny Ward is now joint top clean sheets now.
Yeah, he's been good.
It's fucking insane. Like the turnaround has been insane. Like Chelsea, we're 4 points behind you.
We didn't need to bring that up now, did we?
Wow.
We
4
do though.
points.
We definitely do though.
I think that's an interesting stat.
I think it's a valid point.
I think
No,
Chelsea
no,
have
no,
a game in hand on them. in all
Years, for
fairness.
ages.
We're
I
fucking
think Chelsea have a
shit,
game in
bro.
hand though.
Oh, great. Well, I can't wait to lose that too. Great.
I think it's against us.
4-4, yeah. 4-4,
Oh,
yeah.
mid-off. All right, cool. Fair enough. Might draw that.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So
Hey, we're
Leicester
better than
playing
you
well.
at the moment, man.
The only time that we really dropped goals was against Bournemouth and against Man City with just an unbelievable free kick. And even in that game, we played well. So I'm genuinely not sure what this team is capable of because we've gone from the shittest of the shit to up there with I think if you take the last 8 games, we're like 3rd or 4th in terms of rankings. It's fucking insane. But my thing is like, how do you go from that bad to that good in that period of time? Brendan Rodgers was 1 match away from losing his job. Luckily, he beat Nottingham Forest 4-0, and then he kept his job, and we're back here. Set piece coach is part of the difference because before, remember, I was like, I mentioned this on
You
the
lot
stream.
were really bad from them. It was like every one you concede.
Yeah, and now we had 9 corners against Man City, I know Man City aren't great in the air, but we saved all of them. Danny Ward, Walt Fast, we're just heading them out. So the set piece, we needed him last year, but again, we've got him now, and we had visa issues. He came in the first game I think he had was against Tottenham where we shipped 6 goals, but again, it was only like 2 games. But then after that, it's just got better and better in terms of defending. And so we've just been good because we were shocking for so long that now, for me, it's not just going the manager in, manager out. It's looking at the long-term strategy of it. And I don't think he's still the right man. I'm still yet to be convinced because of what happened the previous year, of what happened so far. And it just takes more than just a set piece coach and a defender who I rate both of them to come in and change the team. And we've been just completely night and day. Defense has shored up and the attack is just flowing. So yeah, we've been good. I mean, 2-0 against West Ham, good game in terms of it was one of those we've all been there where it was a 50-50 game. But
they're usually a bogey team for you guys too.
Moyes is a bit of a bogey manager. He's put 4 past us a few times. Like Moyes is, you know what he does? I think for a top 6 in general, he just knows how to, right, I'll sit back, I'll hit him on the counter, and we know how to spring traps on teams. Normally he does that to us, and I think he does that to a lot of, especially last year, I think he did a lot to a lot of the top 6 teams as well. He didn't do it this year. And we're just different gravy, bruv. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. We're in a decent position now, but for us, I'm looking at it going, I don't understand why it's so bipolar. So I'm happy it is, but I can't get too carried away at the same time because it can all just go back to zero once again. I don't think it will, but there's no explanation why it should be so bipolar. So my mind is just confused, and I still don't believe he's the right man to take us forward for the long term.
So what about for this season though? Like, with the way you guys have been improving and like how stronger your defense is now, where are you aiming for Leicester by the end of the season?
This is the thing. I don't know. So we can get I genuinely think we can get anywhere from 7th to like 10th. That's probably where we should be aiming. We can get Europe. I genuinely do believe we can, not because we've been good.
Yeah, you're 5 points off 6th.
That's what I mean, man. It's not that far. And you look at the likes of, again, Chelsea are struggling. Brighton, we don't know. Liverpool, this season, we're not too sure. Man United, again, they've been good recently, but with the Glazers and stuff like that, anything can happen. So we could make up those positions. I'm not saying that we're going to, but we've got as much likely to make like from 7th as we have to make like 14th. And I don't know what Leicester's going to come. I'm hoping it's the last half of the season, but I don't. But a lot of the decisions that have been made, as long as Rodgers is just in charge of the tactics and the football, I'm happy. In terms of transfers, so I don't trust him, especially what he did with the time. People forget that he slagged off the team. I brought it up on stream. You guys see me week on week.
Yeah.
He slagged off the team. He slagged off the players. He's not playing Iheanacho. He just fell out with him. He's got what else has he done? He slagged off the man. He slagged off the board a few times, and I'm like, you can't just forget this because we're winning. You have to, again, you can't forget that exists. So I'm happy we're winning. We've been on an unbelievable form, but it's time to like go right. Are you going to build this for the long term, or is it all just be for the short term? Because we are still in a bit of financial trouble. Hence why, again, we sold Farnwan and we bought in our own player. And we bought in Walt Fast, who's been fantastic for us. But I'm not
comments
sure.
about him too.
Yeah, he's been insane. He's been genuinely so good for us, and he's just leading. And Daniel Amarte can come out of nowhere. He's one of those players that he relies on somebody else to just. If he's got somebody next to him, it's like, I trust this guy. He's phenomenal. But if he plays, he can be left on his arse. If he plays and he's got low confidence, he's on his arse half the time. People are getting past him 24/7. So Johnny Evans can't get in the team. Wilfred Ndidi has been dropped. He's in his last year of his contract, so he's going on a free at the end of the year. And considering we've not had any bids in for him,
His stocks have just gone down massively.
Is that him and Tillemans? Both.
We've got a clear out. We've got like 8 players, 8 to 10 players, including Mendy. Now Hamza Childress renewed a contract. I think Johnny Evans. It was Schmeichel, but he left. There's quite a few players on. Daniel Amarte's on last year as well. Ryan Bertrand, who we forgot existed. So there's quite a few players on 8. It was a lot more because Jamie Vardy was on it. Kasper Schmeichel was on it. But obviously, Schmeichel moved on. Vardy's signed an extra year contract. But you can see the future of the team now as well, of what we're trying to achieve. So the next steps are going to be really interesting. This summer, we've got to get it right but Ndidi's like, I rate Ndidi, but he's just one of those players that can't get fit. And he gets fit, has a couple of good games, building towards it, bang, with another injury. If he goes to another league, like Italian league or something like that, he'll smash it up. I just don't think... I rated him, and I think he's a great screener, but Samore's been getting in ahead of him. Mendy's been playing ahead of him, and he's fallen down the ranks at Leicester, which is, I thought he was one of our most valuable assets 3 or 4 years ago. And bear in mind, he's been with us since 2016.
Yeah,
2016.
As well.
So
That's
he's been with us for 6 years now, and nobody's even got a bid for him. So I rate him, but I think it's just the Premier League is too physical for him. And it's a shame, but he just, one of those players that gets injured all the time and just can't make it back and just can't hit them levels that he can.
Yeah.
But so there's a lot of turning around, especially in the summer and the January. With again, as Floors mentioned, Tinnemann's leaving in the summer. But for me, I'm going. It's on a free, but he was available for 25 mil. I don't know why people didn't put a bid in for him. There was all this gas, not from Cam, but just Arsenal fans in general. And there was a lot of hype around Arsenal journalism, where nothing from Leicester side said he was moving anywhere. Fabrizio Romano got it horribly wrong as well. But there's going to be quite a few players that are moving on in the summer. Maybe, again, there's looks at Maddison as well, might be moving on as well. Again, we'll have to see what happens then as well. But the thing is, even though these players are big, and again, I'm going to miss them, they're gone. Our recruitment is so good. Like, we replaced Fofana immediately, and we won't even expect to lose him. Like, that's insane. The set piece come in, changed everything, and I'm like, how have we done this? We lost Mahrez, and yes, we haven't replaced him. However, we got in James Maddison, and now look what he's doing for us, and he's doing it on a consistent basis as well. So the whole squad is playing better now. So we're less reliant on like the main figure of like Jamie Vardy. Before, in 2016, 2018, years gone by, it was all going through Vardy, and if it wasn't him, we weren't really creating much. Now he's taking more of a backseat. Patson Daka's coming into the team. James Maddison's getting the balls. Harvey Barnes getting a goal. We do need a right winger quite badly because we don't really have one. But yeah,
we got Ziyech for sale.
Sorry,
we got Ziyech for sale. Whip a couple balls into Vardy, Daka.
No, he's on too big. We're not playing your money ball, bruv. That can go in the bin. That's not why we play football.
Probably like 20, 25.
You paid 120 mil for two players that sit on the bench now from us. Hold that.
I still think there's a player in Ziyech.
Fofana and Chilwell.
Fofana's injured. They're both injured.
They both still sit on the bench.
Nah, Chilwell was
ahead of him. And
Fofana started every time he was fit for us.
They sit on the bench.
Chilwell's on the bench.
What was the Fofana injury? What was the injury?
I think it was his knee against AC Milan. It was like 5 minutes after he scored.
Okay.
I think he'll be back after the World Cup. But yeah, Fofana starts for us usually. He was one of our better defenders. Probably could fucking do with him right now the way we're playing out the back, but we move. Is what it is. But we'll talk about Chelsea later. We can talk
about it now, bro.
Talk about Chelsea now, man.
You see, Ryan's back, man. Ryan's got it. Ryan's got it on smoke. Let's go, Ryan.
Oh, Brian.
All right, cool. So Chelsea,
we can get. Yeah, go on then, Lewis. The floor's yours, man.
Chelsea lost again. So
full screen yourself, Lewis.
Wait. Chelsea lost to who? We need more info.
I screen myself every time I stream.
There's been a lot going on.
They actually lost to a good team, man.
No, here's the thing. No, forget that. Here's the thing: we normally do these shows on Sunday, so it's fresh in everyone's memory. It is now a Wednesday. So who did Chelsea lose to? What happened? What went right?
Lost to Newcastle.
What went wrong? Yeah.
It actually was less than I thought it would be. I thought we were gonna lose 5 or 6-0. We only lost by 1. And yeah, our attack's shit. Mount and Gallagher just did like fucking road running and cardio sesh for 90 minutes. Chalobah, who I really rate, couldn't play out.
Matisse is currently booking his ticket to Peru. You might want to join him, Lewis.
Who?
You said Matisse.
Peru. Bunda, I'm going Amsterdam. A quicker trip. Cheaper.
I'm down.
Peru's got some banging stuff. If you're
but like you got how long is that? Like 10 hours? I could just go 1 hour to fucking Dam and I'm good.
Facts.
But the same way, like, yeah, we're shit. So I'm not even too surprised by it. Like, I built up false hope against Arsenal and my team threw it into the mud. I'm not doing that anymore. I expected to lose to Newcastle. So no surprises there. We're shit.
It was a bad performance against City, though, midweek, even though you did lose that game as well.
They played okay.
That was it, though. That was our better performance, and we were still suspect as fuck defensively.
Yeah, you did create a lot going forward in that game, though.
Yeah, and then as soon as we brought on our starting forwards, we got considerably worse. How an 18-year-old out of position is our only creative outlet over the last week says a lot. Says a fucking lot.
Who's that? Lewis Hall.
Is our only creative outlet against Newcastle.
Is he not a left wing back?
No, what you need to do, Lewis, you need to spend more money. You can fix this problem by digging more of a hole and spend more money.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Wait, he's a centre back.
No, he's a centre mid.
He's a centre mid. Right, okay. You don't mind want to try him in centre mid?
Shit, well, we got no one else at the wing.
Yeah,
Chilwell's injured. Cucurella were playing into the mud because of the injury.
Yeah, you did play well though against.
Injuries have fucked us a little bit, but even in spite of that, we're shit. So it doesn't change anything.
January,
like that was just a night out for me, and there was a football game in between it. That's the way I saw it.
Newcastle was good.
It's all right. At least you got clapped.
Yeah, Newcastle was lit.
Oh wait.
Yeah, there we go.
No, we didn't even get that. Sadly, we just got them all beefing with each other, trying to pretend that they had some heart, although they don't show the heart on the pitch.
It's all right. Their pockets are full of money, bruv. That's why.
Yeah, literally, I know that. That's why I can't stand.
It's weighing them down.
We move. Yeah, it's not Potter's fault. I don't blame Potter, even though a lot of people are saying he hasn't really changed much. I don't know why they expect him to change shit into fucking gold. It's not going to happen. We just need a complete rebuild, and I've accepted that. The midfield isn't good enough. The attack isn't good enough. The defense will come good. I'm actually not that worried about the defense. Our goalkeepers aren't good enough, and it's as simple as that, really.
Jeez,
I do hear that, but then I don't blame Potter for because we all know the Chelsea players, a lot of them are shit. We all know the state of their squad, the problems they have, and it wasn't going to be a manager thing. Potter needs a chance to build and bring his own players in, etc. in his time, but also at the same time, you guys know how big a fan I am of Potter, how much I rate him, but I do feel at the moment he is kind of struggling to make that jump from Brighton to a club like Chelsea, because I can tell from stuff like his press conferences and interviews, to be fair as well, he's saying stuff that I'd associate not with a big club manager saying, when he's saying they gave everything and everything like that. I'm like, bro, this is Chelsea, man.
He does say the wrong things a lot. Yeah. That's the only thing that I would like Potter to improve on. But I also I don't blame him. I got no faith in this lot, let alone him.
Oh yeah.
And he's trying to make things work.
So much money. How much money have you paid for these shit players?
You can blame our last ownership and their dodgy scouting system for that.
Hey, you might imagine paying a lot of money for shit players could never be my club. You know what I'm saying? It could never be my club. Yeah.
Yeah, but you lot are in a better position to be
honest. Wait, say that again, Flawless.
You heard what I said. You know what I'm saying?
No. I want to repeat. I want you to repeat yourself.
No, you know what I'm saying? You heard what I said loud and clear. You know what I'm saying?
I need you to repeat yourself because I want to know if I misheard what you said.
No, you didn't Tell me what you think I said, and I'll let you know if it's correct.
Did you just say that could bad owners with bad that sign bad players or something like that can never be your club?
No,
spot on, Cam. No. Let's move.
Pretty much so, yeah. Paraphrasing, yeah, pretty much so. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. So what you're trying to say? Your glaze is in. Say no more, bro. I hear that, bro.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. You're cronky in at the same time. Let's go.
Hey, listen. They're doing. Hey, listen. Man, be cronky. Hey, listen, Neil. Yeah, listen. Right. Yeah, I am not Cronky's in. I am Josh Cronky's guy. That's what it is. I am Josh Cronky's guy.
Oh, you're Josh Cronky in.
Cronky in, isn't it?
Did I say in? No, I said I'm his guy, bro. That's my don right there.
Is that not the same
basically thing? In though?
Yeah, is that not the same thing?
No, it's not, because in means I want him there. I like Josh Cronky because he's my guy, bro. That's my guy, bro.
I'm just Ollie's guy. When we were on the stream, I'm Ollie's guy for Man United.
Yeah, that's Flawless, fam. That's Flawless's guy, bro. That's his don right there.
Your guy. That's your Cronky guy. The one that you probably protested going down. That wanted to take you out of the Super League, and everybody just went, eh. So you protested it.
So what? What? He's doing. He's improved our club. So what? What can I say, bro? He's improved our club in the last 6 months. What can I say, bro?
Where's your consistency? Not you.
What consistency, bro? I already said my consistency still remains the same, because I already said, listen. I will give Cronkies a chance. I will give Cronkies a chance. If they show Neil, listen, you're not gonna Piers Morgan me, bro. This is not gonna happen, bro. Yeah. I said you're not gonna Piers Morgan. I will give Cronkies a chance
Fuck me.
if they show that they actually care about my club. And I actually said, Stan, I couldn't give a toss about, because you can just tell he just doesn't care regardless. I said, but if Josh Kroenke, yeah, and I said this 2-3 years ago, I said, if he actually took the time out, yeah, actually studied football itself, the history of football, let alone Arsenal, then studied the history of Arsenal and what it really does mean to us, and actually starts improving in our squad in that way, then I'll give Kroenke a chance. Well, Josh a chance. Stan, yeah, The guys have lost cause, but I'll give Josh Kroenke a chance.
Look, they come together. It's the Cronkies.
No,
They
man.
come
Josh
together
Kroenke,
as a group.
took that. Hey, listen, leave Josh out there. Listen, if you're gonna disrespect Kroenke, just say Stan and
Nah, they do. They do. They come together.
It's like saying the Glazers. I like one but dislike the other. It's like they come together. They're called the Glazers.
They come together, but I'm not saying they don't come together. But Josh Kroenke has basically taken the reins for Arsenal FC.
Or you invite none. You invite him.
No, what I'm saying is, Neil, Josh Kroenke seems like he's taken the reins from Stan himself. Like he's like, yo, let me have Arsenal sort of thing. I don't know what the conversation was, but it seems like he said, yo, Dad, let me take care of Arsenal, innit? You take care of the rest. Let me take care of Arsenal, innit? Yeah, because we see Josh. No. The reason why I say that is because now we're starting to see Josh. We're starting to see Josh Kroenke. Yeah, our biggest fucking thing was our owners never even turn up to our game, let alone our fucking being interested in our club. They never even turn up to a game beforehand. But now we're starting to see Josh Kroenke actually fucking turning up to these games. Like that's what we wanted from that's personally what I wanted from the owners for them, because I can't sit there and say, oh, they ain't spent. Because, bruv, we're one of the most, if not barring Man United, the most in the last 5 years, the club that spent the most. So I can't sit there.
You pay for it as well as fans.
That's what I'm saying. I can't sit there and say they haven't spent for us. Like the whole reason why I was Kroenke out was because one, beforehand, they weren't spending the money on the right players. I just felt like they were just giving the money to fucking these donuts who don't know who the fuck to buy it, yeah. And then before that, they wasn't actually spending on us before they took the actual full 100% of Arsenal. They didn't really spend nothing on us. If anything, we were the only team at that one point that wasn't even in debt. Like, we were arguably the only team, like 2015, 2016 times, like we're arguably the only team in Europe that weren't in debt. Because these guys never spent on us, because all we did was sell our best players.
All right, cool. One set. Will says, what if Potter drops off farther than Tuchel did during the spring consistently? I wanted to get to this. I don't care whether we drop off further, because we still need a rebuild regardless of this. True. The whole midfield needs sorted. The whole attack needs sorted. I've accepted this team ain't going to reach my standards of top 4. So just use this season to figure out who's good and who's shit, and then get rid of the shit ones, and we can start again next season.
Do you think it's a problem with your club, though? Because you've done this so many times, and you've cried for a rebuild, and it's just not happened. You brought the wrong players in. Is something different this time?
Yeah, because we got a completely new ownership and a completely new backroom staff, and we're still building it now. Like, the old regime's gone and everything is getting changed. So there's hope that things could be better. The old regime just kind of picked flavors of the month, which is why we've got a team with zero cohesion right now. We need to just rip everything up. We need to start again, build a team in Potter's image, and then I think we'll be much better as a club. Because I just don't rate this squad.
Do you think you'll do what Liverpool did a few seasons back and just ram raid like they did with Southampton? Do you think you're just going to do it with Brighton?
Looks like we've already done it with the backroom staff. But in terms of players, I don't really know how many we could get. Like, I know we're linked with Sanchez, their goalkeeper, Trossard.
You already got Cucurella.
I've heard a few things of Caicedo, but I don't think we'll get all three.
I think we get Caicedo. I think we'll get Caicedo.
No, we're not linked with. We ain't linked with him.
No, I'm saying, but he could be a player you know what I'm saying?
No, he's just describing Chelsea.
Potentially.
Potentially.
This guy, that's a cheap shot.
I didn't even hear that, but you know what?
He said gross, and I was like,
Lewis, you said an interesting thing, though. I know you're going to get to the comments. You've written off top 4.
I don't rate this squad enough to reach it. If Potter does it, he's a madman. But I don't rate this squad, and I think everyone else has improved around us, and we haven't.
What about top 6?
Shit, I don't
Even
know.
That. Top 8?
No, top eight could definitely happen. But
top 7,
if I'm being realistic, right now, Arsenal look better than us. City look better than us. Liverpool are above us. Spurs are shit, but they continue to get results. Who else? You guys, you already look like you've bed into Ten Hag's philosophy above us. There's Newcastle as well.
6.
Actually, let me do the
I
Liverpool
don't know.
version.
We don't
So
look
bring
better
up to
than
11.
any of them right now.
You don't. So, Lewis, you know what that means, man? Conference League next season. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, tank all of that.
Yeah, Tajikistan away. Let's go.
Let's go, man. I'll go to the bridge with you, you know what I'm saying, for a Conference League game, man. Get me a ticket. 100%.
It won't be hard, bruv. It won't be hard. I'll tell you that, man. Bridge will be half empty for that shit.
I'll be
come.
there, man.
I'll come.
I'll be
I'll
there. Cam will be there as well.
We'll do a
then,
whole
bro.
shameless link up
I'll,
for
I'll come. No, I'll come for moral support.
Let's go. We can all link up at the ground. Let's go,
I'll come
man.
for moral support.
Yeah, man. Up to Chelsea.
Hey, well, to be honest, it's the one European trophy we haven't won yet.
See, there you go. That's the way to look at it, man. Silver linings, man. Look at
Don't
that.
be a fucking idiot, man, about Lewis is happy with mediocrity. You think I'm happy with this squad? This squad is mediocre.
He's gassed, bro. Don't let him. Hey, listen, don't chat.
So
don't let
why
him
am I
chat shit in it. Do
expecting-
you know what he
why
said
am
to
I-
me before the show?
Wait,
Do you know what he said to
Cam,
me
let me
before the show?
talk. Cam, let me talk.
Lewis said to me before the show, yeah, he's very
Cam.
happy with his Chelsea team.
Cam,
right
let
now.
me
I'm just
finish,
saying.
bro. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Right. I'm not happy with mediocrity. This team is shit. Simple as. So why am I going to expect gold from a shit squad? I don't expect this team to make top 4. I don't think this team's capable of top 4. If the manager can bring them to top 4, fair enough. It was a manager that took us to a Champions League, not the fucking squad. Like, you're telling me a Havertz, Mount Werner front three is going to win the Champions League? No chance. That's magic from Tuchel. Call it what it is.
That is
You got the same.
This team ain't capable of making top 4. It's as simple as that.
You got the same goal difference as us, but we've scored 8 more goals, 7 more goals.
Hey, we have 0 goal difference as well. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, are you on there as well?
0 goal difference.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
man.
me, you, and Chelsea. There's people that will be saying our teams are shit. Let's go.
Let's go.
Sorry,
man.
me and Yan are going to stay quiet because we got them 20 plus goals out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about
exactly because we're exactly fair enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know how my team has scored more goals than Man United and Liverpool. Have we scored more goals than... It's crazy.
That is a bit mad still.
How's that
How
happened?
far behind are we? We are 16 points off Arsenal. That is ridiculous,
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Fucking hell. And then we are 8 points off 4th. That could
and it goes down steep. It goes down quick as well.
Game in hand,
Like
yeah.
if you don't pull your shit up, bruv, it goes down quite quick.
Look at West London doing up 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Another loss and we could drop to 12th. Don't fucking kill me, bruv. Oh, we got Bournemouth at home next. They fucking
Yo,
love
look at
coming
your
to
legend,
British
Fat
at the
Frank,
training
man. He's
ground.
17th.
Yeah, exactly. Fat Frank in the building. They love him.
Hey, yeah, but 1 win and he's all the way up to
Fat
13th.
Frank is 17th.
You never
bro.
know.
That's what
Yeah,
I mean.
one win for Chelsea.
Ryan
You're in
Preach.
4th. Oh,
Hey, Ryan, walk one for Gerrard.
Oh, bro,
I wanna do this
I don't care
Legends
about that,
thing.
but Fat Frank, man.
I'll tell you what,
I
though,
need to
Ryan
see
doesn't
Lampard
rate-
relegated. I need to see Lampard relegated.
Yeah, I need to see Gerrard sacked. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
Ryan
Oh, bro, I
didn't
don't
rate
care about that. I see
Gerrard as a
Lampard get
manager.
sacked before.
I'm sure he
Yeah,
said
I
it was
think he's
better
a
than
bum,
Lampard.
but like,
There we go.
if I see Lampard sacked, it'll give me so much joy. Honestly,
You've already seen Lampard get sacked.
No, sorry, relegated. Sorry, if he gets relegated, bro, I should have seen it.
Yeah,
last
start
season,
chill with Rooney and them man there in the championship. You know.
No,
He'll bring him
Rooney's not in
straight
the
back up.
championship, is he? No, Derby are League One, and Rooney's left.
Wait, Derby in League One.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rooney
Yeah,
got
relegated,
relegated,
they got
didn't he?
that points deduction and got relegated. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. Mad. That's mad. Mad.
Yeah.
Still shit though. I'm allowed to hold that agenda. Also, we went.
yeah,
it was
but
great fun.
you know Lampard. Yeah, I should have seen that guy relegated last season. Yeah, I hate Crystal
Yeah.
Palace with a passion. They were 2-0 up at Goodison Park.
Don't lie, you hate
Everton were
Palace.
going to get
because they cost you
relegated,
the title
and they
all them
fucking
years ago.
bottled it in that second half.
This is such
Fuck
a
you,
You
weird.
know who
Palace,
else
yeah,
bottled it
yeah.
against Crystal Palace? You.
Yeah, years ago, innit? Years ago.
Years
for a
ago. That was
title,
Klopp,
man.
bruv. That's your manager.
Everton
Your
was
guy.
Still
get
pissy over
relegated,
Christian Bull, bro.
Wait. Was Klopp in charge at that point?
Yes.
No, that was Rodgers.
No, it
That
was
Brendan
Rodgers.
Was
Yeah,
it Rodgers?
Yeah, it was
Yo,
Rodgers.
when
Rodgers and-
Suarez was
Rodgers-
crying.
that was Rodgers.
And the camera was running up on him like paparazzi and Gerrard.
Gerrard had
okay.
to
First.
You see why I'm not backing my manager?
Hold
Even
that.
my manager then.
Wait, why are you telling me shut up for stating what happened?
I know what you're trying to do, innit? You're saying it in
What am I
that
trying to
proper
do?
shit story way, going into so much detail. Saying things you know the answer to as well. Oh, was that the game where Suarez was crying and stuff? Well,
Yeah, but I
you
got it
clearly
mixed
know
up.
it
You know
was,
why?
so.
Because I've seen
I
you lot
thought it
like
was
lose
Klopp.
out on league. I've seen you lot lose out on so many league titles in the past few years. I couldn't
true,
pick.
that's
I couldn't
true.
pinpoint which one it is. I ain't know
Hold
if it
that.
was Rodgers. If it was
Hold
Didn't
Klopp.
Klopp do it the next year? I swear
Yeah, I
Klopp
swear.
went 2-0 up
Nah,
and he drew 2-2.
no. Rodgers fucked it
Year
up in
after.
13-14. Then he
That
got
was it.
sacked 2 seasons later.
Wait.
And then
The
Klopp came in there.
13-14, we gotta include Gerrard in that as well because that was the slip season, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Gerrard. I say if he hadn't slipped, he would have won the league.
Yeah, but go on, carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop your train of thought.
No. I'm saying if he hadn't slipped, he'd have won the league. But Klopp
Yeah, I know.
came in
That's
2015,
what it is.
and
Remember
Klopp
Barney,
didn't challenge for the league until 2018-19. He didn't have
Hold
the
that.
squad to do it until then.
Mo Salah celebrating in front of the cop and all that is what it is.
That was mad, yeah.
Ryan's boy,
Yeah.
that is.
My guy, man, my guy.
Who's your guy?
Mo
I
Salah.
said Salah,
Mo
bro.
Salah.
you
Like this guy didn't have an agenda on Mo Salah before.
Call him the
But that's your
pyramid
guy, innit?
Pepe, bruv.
Hey, Cam. He's
Hey, I
football
never
Twitter,
called
bruv.
him that.
That's
I
my new
never
nickname
called
for
him
Ryan. He is football Twitter.
Oh yeah, he is literally football Twitter, like in human form. Like if Twitter could walk and talk, like all the bad stuff, that is Ryan, 100%. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, we won
You're
2 games in
being
a row.
so
No
nice to me
Klopp out
before the
mentioned.
stream, man. Why are you turning to this?
Yeah, that's just facts. That's not me.
It's
That's
facts,
not a
bro.
criticism. That is you are social media in a nutshell. Like if it walked and talked, Twitter, the bad parts, that's you. You know what I'm saying? The emotional parts, that's you. That's not disrespectful. 1 minute you're winning the quad, next minute Klopp should be sacked.
Oh, take
Is
me
it
back
still
to
Klopp
last
out, by the
season,
way?
bro.
Oh yeah, that's a great
Oh
question.
yeah,
Is it
still
still Klopp out?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Still
right,
Klopp
okay.
out, yeah.
Okay.
Really? Because you
He's
lot
definitely
look like
lied.
you're
He's
agreeing
definitely
now.
clopping.
Nah, he's Klopp out, man.
Nah,
He's gonna
Klopp
die
Guys
out.
beat
himself.
Southampton 3-1. I heard Nunes scored twice and all of that.
You're back on the Nunes train though, yeah?
Oh yeah, Nunes. Yeah, oh no, I actually love this guy. You know,
That was the
I'm
door. You
telling
see that Jan
He's
closing
like-
that door? That was
Yeah,
never
I just
mind.
walked out. She was like,
Nah,
fuck this.
Nah, that was it. That was her closing the door on Liverpool. Never mind.
How can you
Go on,
tell
carry
She's
she's
on.
like,
not
she's had
even got
enough
a
of your
camera
shit
on,
in
like-
general.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? I understand why she did
Yeah,
it.
we
To be
got a
honest.
camera on.
Yeah, she
unfortunately.
can't stand
But
you.
yeah,
Yeah, what's that got to do with anything? Carry on.
well, how could you see a door
Oh,
shut
do you
in
miss
then?
Jan? You want to see Jan's face? Oh,
He wants to
that's
see.
sweet.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
I think she's probably gone to sleep. You know.
You all want to see me, you
Oh,
haters.
No, we
Honestly.
don't. I
She's moving.
What the
Don't
fuck
know.
did you come from, Jan?
Aye,
What the
right.
hell?
Lying on the thing, you know.
We just talking about Ryan here.
Must take me for Ryan, you know. I ain't him. But go on, carry on, Ryan. Is he froze?
He's froze like
Who was
Gomez
I
at the
speaking
back.
about
Froze,
again?
bro.
Ah,
I froze.
Yeah, Ryan's
Oh,
frozen.
fuck's sake.
Frozen like Elsa.
Well, can you hear now?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, could you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Pretending it's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Wi-Fi hype. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to use that flawless excuse.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it was, I
100%,
think.
man.
Not
I
really
do
like
that shit.
Liverpool
Do the
defense.
mannequin challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he froze again. He's just really still. He's like, he ain't froze. He just
Why
stayed
don't you
still.
do a sponsored silence?
Man's moving like Jorginho in transition, bro. It's all mad.
Hey, I think my laptop just joined on my
He's
phone.
moving. He's slipping like Gerrard.
Yeah, I don't know why you just don't get Ethernet cable. This guy been streaming for so long. Just buy Ethernet cable. Oh, it's really not that tough.
He's really only like £5 as well.
It's really not that tough. Just buy Ethernet cable. Fuck's sake.
You buy him one flawless, give it to his.
I'm gonna have to.
birthday.
You know what I'm saying? I'm legit gonna have to.
He's only going to plug in one end. It's not
Yeah.
working.
It's not
You
working,
plug
bro.
it in the
It's not
other
working,
side of the
bro.
router, mate.
It's not working, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not working.
Oh, fuck.
How have you plugged it in? I plugged into USB. Well, that's why it's not working.
Yeah.
Guy's proper froze, bro.
He is. Be like, where's the on switch on the Ethernet cable? This guy. My God.
I put
Right,
my
well,
phone in.
we'll forget about Liverpool then. Flawless. What happened with the Ronaldo interview? Because I
I
didn't
love the
watch
fact you'll leave
any
it be.
of
I
it.
love the fact you'll leave it be till last, bro.
Hey, do you want to go now, Cams? You can go now if you want.
Yeah.
Oh no. I actually bet it as a compliment. I actually love the fact you're leaving Arsenal too
down the bottom.
If you really want, if you want to go first, you can. You can go now.
No, Flawless, you don't get it. I'm saying it because I actually do love the fact that you're leaving Arsenal too last.
All right, first. In regards to the interview, I see it was in Neeks. Neeks tweeted out only part 1 is out. And Neeks said it best, and he was like, "Yo, they put all of the best parts in the trailers and that." Because I'm watching it and I'm like, literally, all of the things that would have been talking points have already been put out in terms of quotes and clips. And in this part 1, he hasn't really said, minus the Gary Neville Wayne Rooney thing. That's the only thing that I particularly disagree with. That I'm not involved in. Everything else he said. He criticized, he criticized Rooney for criticizing him. Because Piers Morgan said Rooney's attacked you in the media a few times.
Fair, though, what I would say is when you saw the quotes come out, it looked like Ronaldo was the one that was kind of saying, "Oh, Rooney's jealous of me." But when you actually watch the interview, Piers Morgan says to him, "Do you think he's jealous of you?" And Ronaldo's like, "I don't know, maybe." So it's kind of, the quotes have kind of made Ronaldo sound worse than what he actually said. You know what I mean? He didn't actually say, "Oh, he's jealous of me." He just, when Piers put it to him, he said, "I don't know, maybe."
The reason why I don't, I get what you're saying, but the reason why I don't let that slide is because you're a grown man at the end of the day. Like, you can answer questions. You've been in the media for a long time. Kind of like when we're on stream and Ryan will say something and they'll go, "You asked me the question." I'm like, "Right, you are grown. I just asked you a question. You can answer however you want. Don't blame me because you're now getting conned."
When we hold his feet to the fire about Klopp and he goes, "Oh, why are you being like that for?"
What you be like that?
I don't even do that, but whatever.
You mentioned it. I don't even do that. But yeah, he mentioned that. But in regards to
who are you lying to?
Yeah, like this guy outside, these things ain't recorded.
I just think when you see the quote on its own, it
looks worse. It looks worse than
when
it
he
is.
says it, he's like almost laughing in a way. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, maybe." It's not how it sounded on paper. On paper, it sounds like he's saying, "Yeah, he's jealous of me." It's not really how he said it, if that makes sense.
There was no the delivery makes it look different. Like, it can sound kind of venomous when it's read, but when you actually hear it, it's not. But in regards to it, like the way Piers Morgan was like, "Oh, Rooney attacked you." No, Rooney criticized you from a footballing perspective, and Rooney was 110% correct. Same with Gary Neville. Gary Neville mentioned you once. You know what I'm saying? He criticized you once, finally, after all this time, because Ronaldo should have been done getting criticized. So in regards to that,
I was thinking about that, Flawless. No. It's about the Gary Neville thing, yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he bigging him up last season?
Yes. That's my point. Yes. He criticized him.
Ronaldo, this is the thing is, how is Ronaldo going off one comment he's made, bad comment, and forgot about all the good comments this guy's made?
Because he can't be criticized, in it. You know what I'm saying? Once you are criticizing him, you're against him, you're disrespecting him, you're betraying him. It's like none of them man said anything personal about you. Like, if Rooney or Gary Neville said something personal about him and he responded in a personal manner, I would understand that. That makes perfect sense. Fight fire with fire. But everything Gary Neville said, everything Rooney said was all footballing related. It was all criticism about Cristiano Ronaldo, the footballer. They didn't mention your looks. They didn't mention anything outside or off the pitch. You know what I'm saying? They just said, right, he was wrong about not refusing to come off the bench against Spurs, leaving early, the team being better without him. Everything everybody knows. Minus Cristiano Ronaldo and Roy Keane, everybody knows Manchester United are a better football team without Cristiano Ronaldo starting. This is obvious. He can't just handle that. But in regards to part 1 of the interview, like I said, everything else was pretty much spot on, but I'm not going to give him credit for stating something that is well known. We all know the Glazers is bad. We all know the facilities need upgrading. But he's only saying all of this because he's not in the team. What, did you only just open your eyes after being there for 18 months and realize that stuff's not been upgraded? Like, come on, man. Like, we know where this is coming from, and that's why normally
you signed for this club. You knew what you were getting yourself into.
You know what it was, but you know what it was, Neil? He was fine with it because last season he's scoring all the goals. He's quote unquote playing well. That was the debate. That was the argument. Oh, look, man, you scored all these goals. You got 24 goals in the worst Manchester United side, 18 league goals. It's all hail Ronaldo. We need to build the team around him. Everyone else is bad. Everyone else is good. Now all of a sudden you're out of the team. The team's performing better. We're defensively better, offensively better. Everybody in an offensive manner is playing better. And because you're not in the team, now all of a sudden it's right. Look at the Glazers. Look at the facilities.
Yeah.
Look at the jacuzzi.
You
Look
know,
at it.
you know
Look
what
at
I
this and this
think
and
is
that.
as
Like,
well?
brother,
Because
come
I
on.
think I know what he's saying in terms of like the club's not where he thought it was, but I think a lot of that is, I think when he joined United, he thought, oh, we'll get top 4. Like, because I don't know, he obviously didn't watch Man United
Nope.
like over the past couple of years. He's probably just done what a lot of the sort of fans that don't watch football do and looked at the table, probably saw that Man United finished second to Man City and probably thought, if I join, I can probably be the difference between.
He saw Sancho and Varane go as well. That's the thing.
Yeah.
As well.
So when he's looked at the team, he thought, oh, Man United ain't that bad. And then he joined. But everyone knew that season that Ollie Man United side was not good. But because the league table, he must have thought, if I come in, we're definitely going to get Champions League football. We're going to get this, that, and the other. And because that hasn't happened, because he was never going to be happy in the Europa League. Like, he was never going to be, even for his brand alone, never mind him as a person. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of his brand, though, there would be countless people around him telling him about the situation. Do you know what I mean?
No,
it's not like he's just a one-man show.
Be. You know why there wouldn't be? Because he has yes men around him. Because you see how he responds to anybody who criticizes him, fairly or unfairly. He's not
can't accept criticism.
Not once in this interview, and I've not even seen part 2, but I already know in that second minutes, that 45 minutes of part 2, he not once says, right, I need to do better. I need to take accountability. My poor performances is on me. Accountability is key. And you see that Harry Maguire did the exact same thing. I already know without seeing part 2 that nowhere in this interview did Ronaldo say, right, I'm the best player at it. Because he believes he's the best player in the team. So if you're the best player in the team, how about you lead us then? How about you deliver by example performances? Well, that goes to show he just has yes men in his camp. And as soon as Rooney or Gary Neville or anybody says, right, he needs to do better, or any form of reasonable criticism, that tells you all you need to know. This is why I was telling all these people who were Ollie in on this very show during that season, we're not a good side. Are we in a title race? Never once did I say we were in a title race, because we never ever were.
Never, we were going to do the treble.
Never once, sure, man. Never once.
I swear down this guy was running the 21 in 21. He was running it harder, and I know he believed in it as well, bruv.
Yeah, sure.
You know, telling me shut up because he knows it's true,
Yeah, show people. Yeah. Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Hilarious. Like, there isn't a playlist of these shows that you can go watching people. You know what I'm saying?
21 and 21. I remember all the songs, bro.
Well, yeah, and so that's why I don't give him no credit for saying what he's saying. Like, normally I'm like, forget the messenger. Did you get the message? But because it's him, and you are just the wrong person to be talking about Manchester United at this point, because you calling out the Glazers is ironic, because you're a prime example of the mistakes Glazers make. Is bringing you in. When you say the Glazers don't care about the football, yes, because they brought you in. You are the poster boy for that. No way should you be at this football club in any way, shape, or form. You are. So I thought that's so ironic that you turn around and say that. Yes, you the problem. You know what I'm saying, not the only problem. Of course, it's not all on him, but you the problem.
It's like if you see the way his sister talks on like Instagram, like the way she talks about Messi is crazy. Like, she's like, oh, my brother. Like, basically she's saying in her own way, Ronaldo's clear of Messi. Like, she's always kind of, every time someone says something like, oh, Messi's the best in the world, she has to like comment on that, saying no. So I'm not surprised that.
You know what that reminds me of?
Brother,
you know what reminds me of?
If that's your guy, then you back him all the way.
You know what that reminds me of, though? You know what that reminds me of?
Journalist. She's backing
I get it. Like, if it was my brother, I'd probably pick my brother too. But I think it's clear that he thinks that same way, if that makes sense. Like, I think with Messi, if somebody dissed Messi, I doubt Messi's sister, if he's even got a sister, would be like online. Do you know what I mean? She'd just be like, no, Messi's the best. That's it. Do you know what I mean? But I just think
one's petty, one side's petty, the other side's humble.
Yeah, it's very like it's just the way it is. It comes across like Flawless was saying. There's no way that he couldn't.
In all seriousness, like with Lionel Messi, though, I don't think he's as humble as what people think as well. Don't get me wrong, is he as bad as Ronaldo? No, but I think he's still got that kind of like
I think
arrogance.
to get
Oh, yeah,
to
for
get
sure. He will
to
know.
the
He
top
will
level,
know.
I think you need
Oh,
that.
of course, he's got the
Yeah, of
arrogance.
course
You
you
have to
need
have
it
that.
as well. That's
You
the
have to
thing.
have
Like
that.
they've got every right to have that kind of arrogance and ego about because of what they've done in the past. At the end
Yeah,
of the day.
I just feel like, but I feel like Messi's more humble with it than what Ronaldo is.
I think he's more humble, but I don't think he's as humble as what people think.
No, I don't think he's necessarily humble. I just think I just feel like if someone said to Messi, "You're not the best," he'd be like,
I think if someone said to
Yeah,
Messi,
but, alright,
Ronaldo's
cool,
better
whatever.
than
Why
you,
is everybody talking over each
I
other?
think he'd be hurt a bit. I can't lie. I think he'd be a bit.
One at a time,
No, I don't
guys.
think. No. The reason why I don't think that is because if you look at the stats right now, Messi's on course just to beat all Ronaldo's stats in the next fucking 2 years. If Messi was to really go for another 2 years, this guy will overtake Ronaldo's stats like nothing, and he's at PSG doing it in a quote unquote farmers league. He's gonna take over Ronaldo's stats regardless. That's if you're looking at in the stat side. But personally, like, I don't think he would take it. I don't think he would even care if you said, "Oh, Ronaldo's better than him," because I think he's heard it so much in Spain, regardless already, and he's proved to everyone, "Well, I've done it every season better than Ronaldo." If you're going stats wise, obviously not Champions League, or if you're going stats wise, but Messi's outscored Ronaldo. If I might be wrong on one season, but correct me if I am wrong, on basically every season Ronaldo was in La Liga. And it wasn't even, sometimes it wasn't even by a close margin. Messi was gone, bruv, like by a good 15, 20 goals. Like, this is what I mean. So all this, I don't think.
It's like I say, it's all like, I'm tired of that debate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't
That
get
debate's
involved in that whole
been
thing.
done and gone, bro. That debate.
But in terms of the
10
ego
years
thing,
ago,
like having an ego is all well and good, but it's like having a healthy ego. That's what I like because people around me, like closest people around me, have egos, but they have healthy egos. There's a difference between having a healthy ego and having a toxic one, like 110%.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like Messi will have the health. Messi has the healthy ego,
but that's a whole.
And Ronaldo has the toxic ego.
Yeah, but that's a whole different conversation. But my point is the reason why, like the way people that are trying to give Ronaldo credit for calling out the Glazers. Am I 110% Glazers out? Yes, but I'm not giving you credit for calling out something that you could have caught. If you really, truly, well and truly cared about the football club, you do this right after we've had our worst ever season, and you do that interview that summer. If you truly, but I know Ronaldo don't care about the club, which is cool. I have no issue with that because that don't take away from what he did. That's why when people say, "Oh, you're goat shitting on the club," and Ronaldo's, that don't take away from what he did. That don't take away from the trophies. That don't take away from that team. Don't take away from that team free-peating, winning the Champions League, all that type of stuff. All that stuff is outside to me. What are you doing on the pitch in 2022? That's been my biggest thing with Cristiano Ronaldo the entire season. Lewis, you can vouch for this. I said I didn't want him in the first place. And this is exactly why. And the good thing to come out of this, the best thing to come out of this is that he's definitely leaving in January because it was a 50-50 thing. But now he's definitely leaving. We needed 2 strikers anyway. So now
no chance he comes back.
A striker. No chance. You
They're
can't
going to terminate. Aren't they going to terminate his contract?
No way he can come
back. You can't say they took his picture off the stadium. You can't say that.
They're going to. I think they're going to terminate his contract, aren't they?
Yeah, and
there's zero chance he plays for you.
It hurts me that it's hurt me. It hurts me that it's gone like this. But you know what? So be it, innit? Time goes on, football goes on. Like, I like where we're heading. I like the way we started the season.
He's coming to Chelsea.
Looking at like it is what it is. If he goes,
he ain't going Chelsea, bro.
I hope he goes Chelsea.
Bowley wants him to go Chelsea.
He ain't going Chelsea.
Hence why your manager got sacked because Tuchel didn't want him. But you know, Bowley, man, your manager ain't there no more, bro. You got a yes man as a manager.
He didn't get Potter doesn't want him either, by the way.
Yeah, watch him come to Chelsea in January.
But yeah, on it, it's kind of like
Chelsea. Then that don't make Potter a yes man. All that means is that his say don't mean shit.
Yeah, that's what he really does.
Don't make him no yes man. He's just smart.
That makes him a yes man. That kind of makes him a yes man, regardless. No, it does because then it means that whatever the Bowley say goes.
No, it doesn't mean he's a yes man.
It doesn't. That's literally just waffle, bro.
He's being forced to work with him essentially. That's what it is.
If he says no, if he says no, and then if he says no and then it happens and then he stays,
he's already
the following summer. Yeah, and Graham Potter's a smart individual. I said it to you on this very show and all the times we spoke on it. There's no way Tuchel takes Ronaldo. Tuchel's a very smart individual. He's a clever manager. You don't win what he's won on accident. No manager
with
you know what
the
I'm saying?
same team that's
Yeah, with
currently
the same
shit.
team. Exactly.
Mhm.
No. I said this at the time. People were like, "Nah, Flawless, you're wrong. You're hating Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that." Now look at this. He can't get a club. He can't get a club now. He couldn't get a club in the summer. When we originally signed him, he couldn't get a club. You know why? Because he's 37, 38, and there's nothing wrong with that. 5 times undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Football moves on, people. That's
He should
legit
go
what it
to
is.
He should
So
go. He should do the. He should
but
do the.
you don't even want.
The
You don't
old
want humble
school
himself and
American
do that.
retirement.
He has no
He's
self-awareness.
not gonna retire.
He has no self-awareness whatsoever, and that's why with the whole Glazers thing, like Ronaldo's one of them guys. He'll sink the whole ship because he can't be captain. Just because you're drowning the people on the ship that I don't like, I'm still not giving you credit for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not. Like, you leave and take the Glazers with you. That would be an ideal scenario.
Do you
But that's
think?
the
Do you
results. Go
think
on.
though, if Messi retired tomorrow, do you think he would retire? Because I feel like
No.
he probably would.
I know. I think he'd still keep going because he wants to be. I think he wants
I
to
feel
break
like they
whatever
would
the
be in the back
all-time
of his
goal
mind,
score
though.
record is.
Like the oldest person.
Yeah, he wants to. He wants to play. Like, when's
Get the
next-
World Cup out of the way
when's the
first, innit? And then they
when's
can
the
retire.
Euros? What 2024? He wants to play in that. You know what I'm saying? He'll want to play in that.
Yeah.
110%. He'll want to play. He'll probably hit. If you ask him, he'll be like, "Yeah, I still want to play in the next World Cup after this one in 4 years." That's
Yeah.
his mentality. That mentality is all well and good, but you have to realize where you're at and where your ability is, and that's when self-awareness has to kick in. Because even with us, we don't have a striker with Martial. Martial's been injured the majority of the season. We don't have another striker apart from you, and you've still not played. You've still not played. And when you've played poorly. That's the other thing that annoys me as well. Is that you ain't even performing well on the pitch when you've played, and you've played the weaker opposition. You played Real Sociedad twice, you played Omonia twice, you played Sheriff twice, you played away at Brentford, you played at home to Newcastle and were poor in all those games. You were average at best. All your better performances have come off the bench, whether that's Everton away, the Arsenal game at home, where it's 2 best performances this season. But you don't want to humble yourself. And this is repeated behavior as well, because people will point out and bring out things and say, "Oh, such and such did this under Fergie. This player did this under Fergie." But yeah, they were one-offs. This is repeated behavior. And like, that's when you have to go, like, you've left early twice. This is now a choice. You refuse to come on the pitch. I'm saying you tried to leave. That was the craziest shit as well. And he's like, "I feel like I'm being forced out." You tried to leave. So you feel forced out of a place you tried to leave. Make that make sense. But his stands will still defend him. Like I said, in certain people's eyes, he can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? He could slap Ten Hag in the face in his next press conference and people would still defend him. Say, "Oh, Ten Hag should have ducked." You know what I'm saying? People gonna make excuses to the end of time to this guy. So I'm glad. So I'm glad, like,
Sounds
in
like
the end
Algerian
result,
stands for Mahrez.
yo, like,
I
yeah,
think-
like the end result is that him is leaving is good, because I like how we're looking. We just got the win. Obviously, Garnacho has been good so far this season. That's been a pleasant surprise. Scored the late winner at Fulham. Went through in the next round of the FA Cup. Got the that payback on Emery, which we needed to do. I like how that draw went. City and Liverpool drew each other as well. We need to win a trophy. We drew Burnley at home, favorable draw. City or Liverpool going out. 9, 10 Premier League sides have already gone out. I like where this is going. That's the
knocking
target.
Ten Hag out.
Oh, that'd be, you won't see me on that stream.
Not gonna
but
happen.
we need to go do the business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Battle
in
of
the
the
Carabao
Baldies,
Cup,
bruv.
same. The FA Cup's still there. Europa League, we got Barcelona, but I expect us to get through that. And I'm expecting a trophy this season. But I love the way Ten
Barcelona
Hag's
in
handled the
Europa?
situation. Yeah, we got
that was
Barca
the
in Europe.
most. That was the most
We got
fit
Barca. Did you not
fucking
know, fam?
draw I've ever seen in my life.
Who you got, Cam?
Bring back the
No,
penalty.
no,
we didn't.
Let's go.
We were already through to the last 16, bro.
Yeah, they got through
We
because we
okay.
finished
pushed
second,
him.
innit? You know what I'm saying? Crazy enough, Ronaldo's poor performances didn't help us, and we finished second. You know what I'm saying? The competition he played all the games in.
You know,
what I'm
you know,
saying?
with Ronaldo though, I think one thing that shows, like, kind of clearly shows that he's not at the top level anymore is the fact that in the summer, obviously, he was looking to leave, you know, and no big club wanted him, and I think he got offered to Napoli or something, and Napoli rejected him, and people, like, at the time, "Oh my days, Napoli rejected him."
Didn't
But you look
Lisbon
at what Napoli have done this season.
Huh?
Napoli have probably arguably been the best team in Europe so far this season. The football they played and everything has been exceptional. That wouldn't have been possible without Ronaldo. Sorry, with Ronaldo in the team if they'd have had him. And, you know, they knew that at the end of the day. Like, that just should show Ronaldo that the guy's not good enough to play at the top level anymore at the end of the day. But
like I said, everybody by him and Roy Keane can see that. That's the crazy
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
And
Ferdinand as well.
Yeah, they're the only two. Now, I think Rio turned around and said today that he needs to leave. They didn't say
Did
anything
he?
about.
I thought Rio
Yeah,
was
yeah.
defending him.
Nah, I think he was anyway. I think, don't quote me on that. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? But I heard that. But yeah, all in all, that's why I even mad at the interview. I'm just like, this gets us what we want. cool. Because like I said, you was 50-50 on whether he was leaving or not. That was the whole debate. Now it's 100%. You're gone in some shape. Well, you're definitely leaving, which I'm all for. Now go get a striker because we need one. We need 3 actually. But go and get me 1 in January, and then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we kick on. But I like the way it's going, man. This season couldn't have went any better. Minus the first 2 games, I have no complaints.
Had the tight win against Fulham as well.
Yeah, the Garnacho's that's been a pleasant surprise because I've spoken depth about our squad being thin. But now with Garnacho there, and he's now an option off the bench. I like that. He's a great option to have off the bench, and he's scoring goals, confident. His profile, because he's P&P, but he's P&P with tech. You see in his 2 goals, he scored a good goal against Sociedad. The goal against Fulham was very good as well, and he's consistently driving at defenders. Yeah, consistently driving at defenders. Yeah, Eriksen's, he played well. That first half we were very good against Fulham as well. And even in midweek, last week against Villa in the Carabao Cup, Villa were good, but we were good as well. And we scored 4 goals, again, ironically, without Ronaldo. Created a whole load of chances against Fulham, ironically, without Ronaldo. I'm saying the evidence just continues to stack up. But people will tell you we should live and die by this guy.
It's typical like Ronaldo stand shit, but we already know what it is.
Can't stand him, yo. Can't stand.
Even the biggest Ronaldo stands though can't really.
I've had debates with him. They're still about. Yeah,
that guy on the Q&A yesterday.
They're still exactly the guy who's on the Q&A. They're still about. You know what I'm saying?
Flawless is a lot of football.
Bain's one of them. Sorry, but Jan. Bain's still. How's his position? Because I know he's like
no. Bainesy's saying like in terms of on the pitch. Bainesy's saying no, but Bainesy's still trying to. You know what they do? He's still trying to score moral victories. Or he was right about Ralph. Or he was right to call out the Glazers. He was and give him credit. No, fuck off. I ain't giving you credit for none of that because I know where it's coming from. That's my biggest issue with it. I know where because you don't care, which is cool. Just don't lie. You know what I'm saying? And that if you don't love if that's love, I don't want it. You can keep it.
But that's delusion, bruv. That's what happens.
Yeah. Absolutely.
People justify it's like addiction. People justify anything to get
get that drink, man. It's like an alcoholic trying to tell me to get my life together. Yo, shut up.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? And that. Shut up. Oh, I hear from you. Shut up, man. Like that's what I'm on. The type of time with him.
One thing he was mentioning when he's going after Gary Neville, I'm like, there is the blatant World Cup thing that is you could pick him apart on that. Why are you going down all these avenues apart from the hypocrisy of Gary Neville with the World Cup? That is something to go just smash him. Could go, well, I'm not taking somebody's opinion that's a hypocrite that's done this and this. And then Gary Neville will just have to hold that because he's got nothing to say in response. He's got nothing in terms of Qatar and stuff like that. So that's the avenue I would have gone down. I don't know why, but again, you're saying Flawless, his ego's got in the way where how dare you challenge me? I'm going to go after you with this. It's like,
how about you perform on the pitch? You know what I'm saying? Never mind doing sit-down interviews with Piers Morgan. How about you perform on the pitch and everyone shuts up? You know what I'm saying?
But the man can't perform on the pitch because he's finished.
That's my point. But he'll let him tell it. He's not finished, and it's everyone else's fault. You know what I'm saying? I've been disrespected and betrayed. Sure, man.
I think the problem with Ronaldo is, like someone said earlier, because he's like a superstar, it's very hard for him to kind of be on it. Like a lot of people, they say, you know what, I'm not quite what I was. I'm going to hang my boots up. Like a lot of people say that because they're like, they can see themselves that they're not at the level they were. But with him, it's like, and his fans probably make it worse as well. Because it's like with football, a lot of people are like nostalgic. So if someone's really good when they were like a kid, automatically, oh, they're this amazing player. But it's like, players get old, do you know what I mean? Like even Aguero, like I loved Aguero, but that last year at City was not the Aguero of 2011. Do you know what I mean? It was a different player, and it's like I love him, but did he deserve to start over other players? No, because he was not at that level anymore, if that makes sense. But yeah. I think with Ronaldo, he's just not gonna.
You said it there, though. That's the crazy part. Is I remember him first time round, so I remember seeing him at his best. And this is one of the reasons I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to see him come back. It's like reheating McDonald's. That shit ain't gonna slap. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm not trying to see this. No, I didn't want. I was trying to remember what he was like and how good he was. Because I'm old. Like I remember that. I'm old enough to remember.
You are old. You were 24 when he came.
Yeah, you were 36.
How old were you?
Yeah, she was day 6.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
was in
saying?
high school.
She was day 6. You know what I'm saying? In that, but we moved.
Flores was definitely in his early 20s with Ronaldo was still there.
Ronaldo was ruining my childhood, bro.
Yeah, he was, man. Oh wait, and that in it with the header.
Ronaldo lived in my village when he first came to Manchester.
Yeah, we know you're rich. You know what I'm saying? We know this. You heard that, people. You know what I'm saying?
Jan with the money, yeah.
Jan's rich. You could
Jan,
lives in a
lend me
gated
a couple.
community.
Lend me a couple mil, bruv. Come
I
on,
told her,
fam.
lend me a couple G's, and she said no. I'm like, rah.
You don't want to lend me a couple mil,
Ronaldo used to
bruv.
race each
Like
other in
that,
their
yeah.
Ferraris,
You
man.
know what? So what you're saying? This new job is just a side hustle for you. 'Cause
Fine,
really,
side. She
truly-
just bored. You know, like them
really,
bored housewives who are
that's what it
rich.
is. You're just
That's
bored,
what it
innit?
is,
'Cause
innit?
You're
You know
rich, innit?
them bored
I see how it is, man.
housewives who are
They're
rich.
multi-billionaires that don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, facts. That's what it is. Innit?
That's the real
You
reason
know
why.
what? Look at the comments,
That's
Flawless.
what it is. What did it say? I even have the
That-
comments on the
That
show.
reminds me of you. That's what Flawless always
Yeah,
used to say.
because you asked, it's gay community. I've been to your house.
I
It's a
can't
gay
even lie. I live
community.
in a gated community as well. Well, my mum lives in a gated
That's a
community.
prison, bruv.
I
That
live
don't
in a
count.
gated community too.
I can't even lie. Yeah, I can't even lie. You know when Drake dropped the bar? This is what was he saying? This is something. Please get the fuck out the property. Oh, what was the
Oh yeah,
bar?
Versace in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a gated community. Please
Community, if you
get
get
the
my fuck out the property. Yeah, but when he said that bar, fam, I run with that
banger.
bar
That
everywhere, bro.
Hey, that Versace tune's a banger still. That's a banger. Yeah.
Bro, I run with that bar everywhere. Anyone that came to my yard, yeah, was chatting shit. I was like, yo,
That's
this is a gated community. If you get the fuck out the property.
That's Jan. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, Jan. We don't believe you in it. You know what I'm saying? Quit lying. Quit lying. We know this. Quit lying.
There was
man.
there was a brick wall, but it wasn't gated.
Well, no brick wall. It was gated. You have to press the button, people. You know what I'm saying? And the intercom comes on, and then
Flawless. You press the button, the gate opens, and the first thing you see is a
I
Ferrari.
flopped that line because I ain't lived at my mum's yard in the last 6 years, so I ain't lived in a gated community for 6 years. So allow me on that Drake line, innit?
But yeah, all in all, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy like with the end result.
Hey, where you live is the same, Flawless.
Wait, what?
Where does the brick wall around where you live as well?
So yeah, the brick wall, yes, because you know
Yeah,
there's walls to build.
mine.
It's not the same. I live in the ends. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying in that. There's a Nisa close by. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying in that. They don't Nisa close by.
Nisa
you.
close
It's a Nisa close by.
Bad didn't even drop like a Tesco.
There's a
Bad
Nisa-
didn't even say
There's a Nisa close by and a Greg's.
That's
the
their
Subway.
supermarket. That's the
And a
supermarket.
McDonald's.
Nisa,
You
bro.
got a McDonald's nearby.
Yeah, and a 24-hour McDonald's. That tells you about a gay community. 24-hour and a Greg's. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And a kebab shop. Don't let young guys see. I live in the ends. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Where's
do
the
that.
kebab shop?
Right next to the Greg's and the Nisa. It's
All
in the-
right. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Sure.
there you
That
go.
Nisa's not cheap, so I don't know why you're saying it like it's a cheap shop.
Yeah, that's why I don't go in there. You know, I leave that to you. I only go in there when you're about. You know what I'm saying? You can buy shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. But yeah, man. All in all, good, man. Looking forward to the World Cup as well. Looking forward to the World Cup.
1 month without Chelsea. Let's go. Ryan, we'll go to Liverpool. What were you telling me, my guy? You still Klopp out or what?
Oh yeah. Still Klopp out, man. Like 2 wins in the league ain't gonna change my mind at the end of the day. It's not enough. Like he needs to go on a consistent run of results at the end of the day. But I mean, the game the other day, decent win, I'd say. You know, we go into the this break, you know, kind of on a more good note in terms of, you know, we've won a few games in a row. I think it's important that we end it with a win as well. Couple of wins in the league, you know. Against Southampton, it was kind of comfortable. Like first half, I thought for the majority of the first half, I thought we played probably some of our best football this season. To be fair, like, you know, some of the football we played, chances we created was really good. Nunes as well, like, looks like he's getting to form now as well. Looks like he's settling in. I'm happy for him as well. Like, honestly, like,
Was it just a good game, or has he been getting better the last few games?
Nah, he had a very good game the other day, in all seriousness. Like, he had a very good game in it. And he's been playing. He had a good game against Tottenham, I thought, as well, to be honest. He didn't score, but I thought he had a good game in that one, actually. But yeah, he's getting to grips with it, man. You know, his numbers are very good as well. You know, he's scoring goals. I think it's 9 goals in all comps so far this season. Bear in mind, he's only started 10 games for us. And that's settling into a new league, new system. And let's be real, we've been a crap team in it this season. So you can imagine, let's say we get better and he gets more to grips with the system, then, like, you know, his goals will only go up at the end of the day. Like, I've never seen a player like it in it. Like, I actually love him. He's so funny.
Do you?
Like,
Hey, quick question.
Did you just say
Ryan.
you've never seen a player like him? What do you mean?
no,
that?
I've never seen a player like it in terms of like, he's just so bad, but like, so
Scores
I don't
goals.
know. It's weird, but he just scores goals, bro.
Yeah, you've
like,
never seen Inzaghi. That's what that is. Go on, carry on.
No,
I was gonna say,
I
this
was too
sounds
young
like
to
a
see
better
Inzaghi
Werner.
properly.
Yeah. It sounds like the way you say is how I sound when I talk about Inzaghi. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know
Like,
this. You know, with Nunes, right? He never has a quiet game. Like he's always doing something
that
in the game.
includes
He
red
always makes
cards,
an
bro.
impact in some way. No, but even in that game, he never has a quiet game in it. In that Crystal Palace
Yeah,
game,
that's
he
the
was
point.
missing chances as well. Before that, man, like his finishing does need to improve a bit, but
goals.
yeah, he's scoring goals, man. At the end of the day, so like,
Look at him just
never-
flash it up for a
said, like,
brief second. Look at you.
I didn't
Put it
even
on
see
screen
what he
for
put
longer.
up. I didn't even
What,
see what he
this?
put up. Oh my word!
Yeah. What a
Yo,
ball.
that guy didn't even score goals last season, bro. Allow him. But like,
Who's our top goal scorer?
that's
Oh,
it's not
Yeah,
exactly.
you
It's not
want
exactly
to
an
kill yourself
achievement
for
at
just
Chelsea,
saying that.
bro. Let's be real, man. You got work. You've not exactly got competition. But
that being said, he'll be he'll be back. You'll sign Ronaldo. That'll be your front two, man. Lukaku the perfect foul for
Yeah.
Ronaldo perfect foul for
And
Lukaku.
Havertz
You know what I'm
Havertz
saying?
behind, mountain behind that. Let's
There
go.
we go. You got the runners and that. You know what I'm saying? You got
the
no
parent-
Who
saying
do you
about
think?
Ball
Hey,
on
right.
that left-hand
Quick question,
side.
yeah. Who
What's
do
it-
you
wait,
think the
what's
new
up?
owners are going to be? And you think
What's up,
Klopp's going to
Lewis?
be there for the new owners?
I'm here for you, fam. When you lost to City, did I not come and buck you, man? You know what I'm saying? And make sure you, man, was good. I was hospitable
Actually,
in
yeah,
City.
you did sort us out.
See? There we go. I'm a nice guy. You know, there we but man will admit that, but we move. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, just because you would have rather we'd won that.
Hey, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have been happier with a win. I would have been happier with a win. Everyone would have been happier with a Chelsea win. What's wrong with that?
Not me.
Well, we don't care about you, Jan. So we move. So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And there we go.
hold that, Jan.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
that.
you can hold
Hey,
that,
Ryan,
Jan,
did you
hold
hear
that.
what I said?
Yeah, they'll slap you down, bro.
Hey, Ryan, did you hear what I said? I was saying,
Hey,
yeah,
Jan, hold that.
Liverpool are selling, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think who do you think the new owners are going to be, and also do you think Klopp's are going to be there when the new owners come?
I think Klopp will be there when the new owners come. I think, honestly, bro, like the news came out last Monday as well. Brilliant news, you know. FSG do need to go. Like, I've been FSG out for time. They need to go, but I'm just hoping that we don't get owners that are like them in it. Like, there's loads of people interested in Liverpool from all around the world, in it. It was always going to happen, but you're getting reports on new reports every day of this guy being linked and then this guy being linked, and you know, at the end of the day, it's going to take time for the sales to go through.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So
was
like,
in March.
I've not even been.
The thing is,
checking
it's
a
going
lot.
to take It's going to take longer for Liverpool, obviously, over Chelsea, because Chelsea was on a time limit.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. They had to.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
desperate to do it because of the sanction. But like, I can't lie. I've lost interest in it in the last few days because I know like there's nothing really too concrete in it in terms of a certain new owner coming in. It's going to take time. You're going to hear different reports, conflicting reports. So honestly, like, it will happen, but when it happens and who it goes to, I don't know in it. If it goes to someone with money in it, who with enough money to invest, and rich owners who will put their own money in to invest, then I'd give Klopp one more season. And the reason why, but I would say to him, right, this summer transfer window, you spend, because Klopp can be a bit tight himself in it. Like, people like to blame FSG, and don't get me wrong, FSG are the most to blame in it for the last few years in it, why we haven't won more. But Klopp's also to blame a bit as well, to be honest, bro. There are
chances. More on Klopp, man. You were a point off City twice. I'm sorry, that's on the manager. That's on the manager. I'm sorry, man. You're a point off Klopp twice. No, I'm saying it's more so on Klopp than FSG. We want a 10
No, but there are times when FSG could have invested more. And I'll give you an example.
I think he's talking about the investment side, the transfer side.
I hear that, but he had a good enough team to finish within City a point twice. I'm looking.
No, what I think he's trying to say is, yeah, he's stubborn as well. Like, there's times where probably
I'm blaming Klopp
FSG
as well.
did offer Klopp the money to go get players, and he's like, nah, I've got a good enough squad. Nah, and that obviously does come into what you're saying.
Than what he's letting on, but he refused to do it because he's too loyal and sentimental to certain players at the club, innit? So like, that's the thing. But in terms of over the years, I do blame FSG a lot in terms of the investment side because it's the Champions League win, for example. We win the Champions League. We're literally the most at that time probably the most favorable destination for a lot of players, champions of Europe, etc., and all that. Yet that summer we went and brought Sepp Vandenberg, Adrian, and someone else in it. Probably I've forgotten it. Someone crap, man. Like that summer was horrendous, and that's when the time should have come. Right, you go and get some quality here now, and we push on and rebuild, and go on, long-term success. Then, but we didn't. And I even look at windows where we even brought just Kanate, and I'm like, if we sign another midfielder that summer, we go and win the league the next season. We don't lose out by that point at the end of the day. And yeah, Klopp has to take blame for that, but so do FSG. And that's the thing. I would give Klopp one more year if we get rich enough owners who are going to invest enough money for us to properly go and buy proper, top quality footballers at the end of the day to compete again and win stuff. But I'd say to Klopp, right, you spend this money, no more loyalty and sentiment towards players. You spend this money and you go in that first season, and deliver me a Premier League or Champions League, or you're gone in it. Like, that's what I'd say to him. You got one season in it if we get rich enough owners. But yeah, whether that happens, I don't know in it. In terms of on the pitch now, top four, listen, it's good we've gone in with 2 wins to the break, but I think the January transfer window is going to play a big part in this, innit? I think we will buy 1 or 2 players, innit? I think Caicedo will come in January, innit? Like
Brian Caicedo.
Yeah. We're proper in for him, man. Like, I'm telling you, Klopp really wants this guy, and I think they wanted him in the summer as well. But I think they left it a bit too late or something. But I'd be quite surprised if he's not a Liverpool player in January. I'll be real with you. So I think we'll get him maybe
that early in January.
Yeah, I think we get him in January still. Yeah,
I'd probably swiping stuff off Brighton. It's all mad. Poor guys.
But like,
why did you want Caicedo? Yeah,
I wouldn't have minded him. Would have been an upgrade in our midfield.
I think if we stay kind of not like in and around the top 4, kind of in the position we kind of are right now, maybe in January, then and we buy a couple of players, do some good business in January, then I do think we got a good chance of top 4 then, because it improves our team massively. And let's be real, like, out of the teams in the top 4 race, we're still the only team, whilst we haven't done it this season, who have shown in the past few years that we can go on the most consistent run. Do you get what I mean, of wins? Like, we've gone on 11 game winning runs, 17 game winning runs over the years. Like, we are capable of going on a consistent run to maybe get us top 4 if we wanted to in it. But whether that happens, I don't know in it. But I can't lie, the City, the way City are this season, it's pissed me off even more, because I was like, if we had just got our act together in that window, in that transfer window, we could have literally been in a proper title race again. But Klopp, man, innit? It's one of those things.
Hey, I would have been back in Liverpool in that one personally, but we
moved.
Never back them lot.
Nah, anyone but Arsenal.
This is both anyone but Liverpool, Arsenal, and City.
So what would you pick if it was a Liverpool and Arsenal title race then?
Oh, that's a good question.
Find a cliff and jump off it.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, a bullet in
the hate my club gets here. It's like music to my ears. It's lovely.
Find a cliff and jump off it.
Fucking lovely how my club.
Come on, boys, you have to choose, bro.
Just say my club's name in it.
I choose either jump off the cliff or jump in a river and tie rocks.
No, you have to say
I can't swim. You know what I'm saying?
Flora to be more Arsenal.
How many points on Liverpool off? Because this sounds kind of good.
Jan, stop it, man. Stop bringing
Liverpool
this convo into.
Yeah, hey, Jan, hold that, Jan, hold that. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, Ryan, man.
Bro, Lewis,
yeah, man. Let's go, Ryan. Hey, hold that, Jan, hold that.
She's pissing me off now, innit? Or how many points
talk about it, tell
Arsenal, innit? Like,
you don't
fuck
up.
15 points.
15 points. And thought, you know what? I'll take it.
4 points from us.
How many points are Liverpool of Arsenal? Like, bro, why do you want me to answer that? Like,
I don't actually know. That's
15 points. You know, don't try it. You know it's a lot.
Yeah, don't fucking try it. Ryan, talk to him.
You know it's a lot of points.
You know,
bro. Let's back in Ryan. What is this?
It's good fun. I'm with you, Flawless.
Yeah,
No,
man.
it's your
Talk to her,
bold
Ryan.
fraud of
She
a
been
manager
disrespecting
that's handed
you
his
too
apprentice
long.
a league title, so allow
Facts.
it, innit? Like,
Talk to her, man.
So Flawless,
Like I
you
said-
want to win the league, City or
Talk
us?
to her. Hey, Ryan's saying something to you. This don't involve
like
you.
you said,
Ryan,
if
carry on.
Arteta wins the league, Pep is
gonna
a
say
fraud. I
City.
don't care.
No, Pep's not a fraud. Your team
Pep
are a
is
fraud.
a fraud if Arteta wins this
How's
league.
he
You
a
do not
fraud
let
if
your
he doesn't-
apprentice
if he
in his
doesn't
third full
retain the
season of
league
management
time?
win a title.
How is he a
Get to the
fraud?
title.
I don't understand the fraud title because
You don't let your apprentice in his third
what
full
you mean you
season of
don't listen?
management
No,
beat you to the title.
Ryan.
don't let
This
that
is where I have to
happen.
jump in. Yeah, I'm not. You know me. I'm not Farteta's biggest fan. Yeah, but you can't listen. My man has made your man look like a donut for the past 6 years, and you're telling me Pep's a fraud. Pep has won how many titles out of how many seasons? He's on. Listen, he's been in. He's been, how many titles has he won since he's been in?
That's a good
I
point.
am Klopp out at the end of the
Oh,
day.
what
I'm
now?
not
What
here to
now? What
defend
now?
Klopp.
What just now? You'll Klopp out now because it's going bad. Oh,
You know, I have good reason to be Klopp out.
bro, good reason,
go,
fam.
Ryan,
You were
let's
2 points off a
talk, Ryan,
quadruple.
man.
Remember that.
Let's go, man.
Could-
You know what I'm saying? I fucks with this energy. Let's go, man.
But
Say
yeah,
with
but
your
no, but
best,
that's what I'm
fam.
saying. You can't call him. Listen, if he had only won
No,
one or
okay,
two
maybe
Premier
not a
Leagues,
fraud, but I'll tell you one
no,
thing.
no,
Pep is out of
you
any
cannot call
GOAT
Pep a
debates if
fraud.
that
I'm sorry, you
happens.
cannot call Pep a fraud.
Pep is out of any GOAT debates if that happens. Do you think Jose and Carlo are letting their
Pep
apprentice
cried in
win
Porto.
to a
Hey,
Premier League?
Ryan.
Why?
You
Who
smitten.
brought you into
Let's
this,
go.
Lewis?
Let's
Just mute your
go,
mic.
Ryan.
Let me have
Nobody
my moment.
answered.
No,
Nobody
you haven't.
answered.
Ryan's having his moment.
No,
Ryan,
I'm
talk
just
to
saying,
these people, man.
Jose and Carlo are never letting their apprentice in his
But none,
third
Jan,
full
hold that,
season
hold that,
of
Jan, hold that.
beat them to a Premier
win
League
the league
title.
times in a row either in the Prem.
I
So
don't care. You do not let your
say that.
apprentice beat you to a title. I'm sorry. That is not
Why
GOAT
you two got your
material
cameras
managing.
off?
Who?
it's
Wait,
some-
Them, man. You're gonna argue. At least have your cameras on. Fuck's
Nah, I
sake.
can't.
you
I've
talking
got
about-
I'm on my phone, innit? I ain't on my laptop, man.
Nah, Ryan needs to take. He gets more power when his cameras off, man. You don't talk
Nah,
like this
but
with cameras on.
Flows, don't
Let's
you
go.
agree, man?
Like
Yo,
a
you
football
see-
Twitter, innit?
Do not
Like football
lose the
Twitter.
premise
Yeah.
to your apprentice.
Ryan,
I'm
I am
sorry.
with you. Why do you think I'm back and you say your shit, man? You ain't be disrespecting
No,
you
because
in the
it's
chat all the
even,
time. Speak,
Yeah.
man.
even if Pep wins
It's
the
your
fucking
moment. Hey,
Champions
Jan,
League
let
this
the
season.
boy talk.
Though,
Hey,
innit?
Hey, let little bro talk. Don't be rude, Jan. Go on, carry on, Ryan.
Like I
What's
said,
up?
I'm not here to defend Klopp. I'm Klopp out. I'm talking about Pep.
He's spitting. You got you there. Hey,
How
hold
are
that,
you
hold
letting
that.
your
If a
apprentice
manager,
beat you
if
to
a
a
manager
title?
wins the league back to
You
back,
know the league ain't
I
over
don't
yet.
care
The
if he
league
won
ain't
the
over
league
yet.
back to
The
back.
league ain't over.
I don't care
All
if he
this
won the
emotion,
league
all
back
this
to back.
emotion in 2022.
Only
Yeah, the league ain't over.
by the way.
I don't care
All
if
this
he won.
emotion he's
Again,
spitting right now,
Fergie-
like the one. No, Flawless, you're a bad man, you know,
One
because
at
you're
a time,
backing
guys.
this year. You're backing.
No, he's a
Yo, no,
great man.
listen.
Why
You're
bad?
backing this
Great.
year. You're backing this,
content.
fully knowing full well, yeah,
Content.
full well, you're knowing there's another 24 games left of the season.
Why am I a bad guy? I'm just
You're a
hearing
bad guy
Ryan out,
because
man.
he's getting
I'm
all
giving Ryan the
emotional
mic.
now, like Arsenal have already won this league, bruv.
I'm letting Ryan, you know what I'm saying, say
Ryan
what
and
he's got to say.
emotional goes together like
Yeah, just hand in
cereal
hand,
and
man.
milk.
No,
bro.
but
Yeah.
No, it's Flawless. Like,
Ryan
no,
talk.
let him talk. Let him spit.
Let
He's
him
spitting.
spit,
No,
bro.
let
He's
me
he's
talk. I
the
wanted
ad
to
lib
get this
guy,
on my
bruv.
One
He's the
at
ad
a
lib guy,
time.
bruv. He's
Let
that he's he's the
I'm
hype man, fam.
I'm the hype man here. I'm the Tony.
He's the
I'm
hype
doing
man.
Tony
He's
Ayo
the hype
shit.
man,
Let's
and
go,
this
man.
this guy is I
Hey,
see you,
talk,
bro.
man. It's
Don't
about
be
time.
let
talking
me
like
just
I'm
say
John
it,
Cena.
because
I
Jan
see
needs
you.
to be told. Jan needs
I
to be
fully
told
see
about
you,
himself.
bro.
Let's go,
I
Ryan.
fully
man.
see
I'm
you,
saying,
bro.
hold that, Jan. Hold
what,
that. Go on,
yeah?
Ryan. Carry
In
on.
fact, Jan, mute your mic in it because
Yeah,
like,
mute your mic.
like,
Oh my.
I don't need to mute my mic. Why don't you two mute your mic so that
mute
for the
your mic now,
of,
innit? Like,
of the stream?
all
Thank
I'm
you.
saying is,
My mic
sorry,
been
you
on mute.
mentioned
I was
Sir
letting
Alex
Ryan talk.
Ferguson.
Sorry, little bro. Go on.
No,
Your time.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Jan mentioned Fergie, bro.
See how he's
Fergie
calling
ain't
a little
letting
bro
Steve
now.
Like,
See how he's
McLaren
calling him a
beat
little
him
bro.
to a title. Fergie is not letting Steve
Neil, you clocking
McLaren
that
beat him
yet?
to a title, for example. Jose ain't letting. Who was Jose's sister? Rui
Brendan
Faria.
Rodgers.
He ain't letting
Let him call him
yeah,
little bro when
he
he
ain't
slander him in
losing
a
the
minute.
title to him.
Pep ain't let Arteta win the league. You're talking hypotheticals.
No, I'm saying if it
In
happens.
1 year, we're not even into the title
Yes,
winning.
and if it
In his
happens,
defense,
Pep
in his
is a
defense, he
fraud.
did say if. He did say if.
Yeah, and if it
Yeah, but
obviously
but
Pep
he's
wins
saying
it,
be the fraud if he doesn't win the league back to back to back. When Klopp a few years ago, he was saying that Klopp was clear.
I'm not saying if he doesn't win it back to back to back. I'm saying losing the title to his apprentice. It's who he's losing it to.
If that happens,
that's what will happen.
That's what he did say. He did say.
All right, let me put it a bit. All right, let me spit. Let me say one thing.
Ryan, you gotta say Indigo.
Arteta's
no. Right. Let me say one thing.
And you gotta say Indigo.
Just say. Let's just say, yeah. because we're all going like Arsenal are going to win it. I don't believe we're going to win it, but we're all going on like we're going to fucking win it. So let's just say Arsenal win the league this year.
No, we're not.
Yeah. No. Pause.
I think they've
Let's
got
just
more
say
of a
Arsenal
chance
win
than
the
what
league,
people
yeah,
think,
and then the
innit?
next season, Pep goes and wins the league back, but Arsenal are the closest challengers. Like they finish 2 points behind or whatever. Is he then still a fraud?
So are you saying if Arteta wins it this season, but Pep wins it next season?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Arsenal
because you
say
you can't lose
Arsenal
it.
are like the closest challengers at that point.
A fraud is too harsh to say that. I'm saying he's not in any GOAT debates if that happens. That's just me in it. Because like
Yeah,
you can't be
if you're
losing.
talking about Pep's apprentices, then that's basically
You
saying
can't
we
be losing.
not win the league
Have you
either.
not
No,
heard this,
okay.
Lewis? This been going on for like 50
you're
minutes.
out of the GOAT
Ten
debate
Hag
because you
was
lost the
apprentice
title
too.
race to fucking Lego head. Come
Yeah,
on,
because
man.
you don't lose it to your ex-assistant manager from 3 years ago. I'm sorry. You don't
Yeah,
let
but
that.
Ten Hag is his ex-assistant as well, so
Yes,
that's
and
basically
Ten
saying
Hag
Ten Hag
ain't
will
beating
never
him to
win
a title
anything.
at the moment, is he?
Yeah,
If that
so wait,
same
if
thing,
Ten Hag ever beats Pep to a title, is he out of the GOAT debate too?
yes.
Pep's in the GOAT debate for what he's done previously, even if
Yes,
he was
and if
shit
you
now and
lose
fell
it
off the
to
cliff,
Mikel
he's there.
Arteta,
You can't
you
move
lose
him
it to-
out just because Arteta does well. If anything,
no, it's because you lost it to your apprentice who's in his third full
the
But
way
say,
that
Ryan, what happens if Arteta ends up going on to be some great ass manager in 20 years and he's got all
I don't
these?
care. Pep is supposed to be the best. So why are you losing it to your apprentice? I'm sorry.
Hey, talk up the things then, right?
Sorry,
Let's
Jose ain't letting this happen.
flawless, man. Your guy
Calm
Fergie-
down.
Yo, this ain't nothing to
Look
do
at
with
this
my
guy,
guy,
bro.
man. This
Look at
is
this
you and
guy,
Ryan, man.
this
This ain't
bad
nothing to
guy,
do with me,
like,
man. How's a bad guy? Ryan actually talking.
You're,
Like I agree with him.
What does
I agree
Timo
with
call
him.
you? The
I agree.
enabler. You're
But the thing
definitely
is,
enabler. You're the enabler.
as much as it pains me to admit it, I understand where Ryan's coming from. He did say if. He didn't say it's going to happen. He's saying hypothetically, and I believe it happens.
If it happened,
Yeah,
didn't
but
it?
hypothetically, Brighton could win the league. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they could,
They
and we
all
could
win.
have that. If someone really wanted to have that conversation, I don't know why they would, but if someone wanted to
Yeah.
have that conversation, that's on them.
The reason why
I'm
we're
saying.
having a conversation about Arsenal is because they are top of the league by 5 points.
Yo, let's go, Ryan. Hey, Jan, hold that. Let's go. Talk up
Brighton
the
are in
things.
like ninth. Like, why would
No,
Brighton be
they're
coming into
higher
this?
than
Like,
you in the league.
why did you
Doesn't
bring
mean they're gonna
Brighton
finish
into
there.
this? Like,
They've got right now. Brighton are on the same points as Chelsea.
yo, go to bed, Jan. Innit?
Oh,
Go to bed, man.
we
I'm
don't need to
serious.
bring Chelsea up. We're just saying a Chelsea topic.
Chelsea.
Ryan Hilton. Hey, Ryan Hilton. I'm here for it.
Chelsea.
It's a Ryan. I know this is a Ryan Hilton, bro.
Something else.
Yeah, this is definitely Ryan Hill. This is
Straight
definitely
on,
Ryan
I
Hill.
want to, bro. Ryan, you better come with this energy to Flawless next time he slanders you, bro. I want to hear this. I want to.
You only do it to Jan, you pussy.
Nah, in his
Is that
defense,
it?
he does do it to me, but it's just the fact that I just match it. You know what I'm saying? He be talking shit to me constantly. Like
Flawless has got that dog in him, innit, to actually.
Oh
react
yeah,
to
man,
it,
saying you ain't got no dog in you, you know.
Jan, you got a question from Ravi saying, "How long do you think Pep will stay? Is Pep meant to be considering leaving at any point, or what? Because I thought it was
No,
going to
so
be
his contract ends in the summer, but he's gonna sign. I think
Anyhow, he doesn't sign.
he will. But you think he's a fraud anyway, so maybe we'll upgrade to someone like Graham Potter. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. You
That's
don't
quite
really
funny to be fair.
you want him to go. Like, it makes no sense.
If City do lose the league, he probably has to stay just for his sake.
No,
Can't
to be
lose
honest, the thing is, Pep has always said if he starts losing, he will leave. He's not going to be at our club and
Coward.
have us struggling for top 4 of the season and just stay for the sake of staying.
I'm calling him a coward, you know. Let's go, Ryan, yo. You know what I'm saying and that. Yo, that week breaks done you good, fam. Let's go.
Sorry, Jan. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Pep's not going to sabotage our club, basically. If he's not doing well, he will leave. He's not going to stay there and have us finish scraping top 4 every season because he wants to stay. No. If he's not doing what he's there to do, which is either to win the league or...
So basically, he ain't gonna do an Arsene Wenger thing towards the end of his reign. I hear you, man.
He wouldn't want to do that. He would leave before people become Pep out. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. But I think he extends. He says he's happy at City. Bear in mind what a lot of people forget about Pep is our chairman and people like that. They're good friends with Pep. So it's not just the case of, oh, he's got a job at a club. The
Friends,
Barcelona guys are at Man City. So he's got friends from Barcelona. And on top of that, he's good friends with the chairman and everything else. So he's in a good position. I don't see him leaving unless Man City kind of say, oh, we're going to change. But I don't see it because the way the club is, if you watch, I say this quite a lot, if you watch anyone from like the under-8s to the women, they all play kind of the same way. So I don't see them ever sacking Pep. I think Pep would have to really decline.
You'd have to do a Ronaldo.
No.
To be honest, you as a club
Legit
don't
have to
really
do a Ronaldo. Yeah,
I can't lie.
yeah.
City as a
Even
club don't
then,
even have the right to sack Pep, innit? Like, let's be real. Like, Pep's bigger than your club, innit? Like, I've not even been saying that to be patronising, innit? But like he's bigger than your club. Like, you kind of got no
You
right.
literally just said it, and it was patronising.
Yeah.
I don't
Flawless
mean
is loving this
patronising.
right
in
now.
That was hella patronising. But
I
you know
don't mean
what?
to be racist, but black people.
It was beautifully. Hey, Ryan, that was beautifully delivered, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Flawless is
No, but
loving
you know,
this
like
right now.
Pep could get City
Flawless is
relegated. He still
100%
have no
loving
right
this
to
right
sack
now.
him. Like, he's bigger than
Yeah, but
City, innit?
that's like saying Everton should have never sacked Carlo Ancelotti because of that, or not that, but you know.
Flawless, no change.
Wait,
Please,
why
no
would a manager
change.
sack another manager? Like, what are
I
you going
said
on about, yeah?
When Carlo
what are you talking about?
No, Everton didn't
wasn't
sack Carlo.
doing
Carlo
well.
left them. Carlo left them.
No, I
didn't
know
sack
he
him.
left. I'm saying when he wasn't doing well, that's like saying they
Yeah,
should.
they didn't have the right to sack
he got
him though because
relegated
Carlo's
because
bigger
Carlo
than their club.
Ancelotti. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. You get managers
I'm
who
just saying,
are
innit?
the
Like,
managers who need sacking, and then you get other managers that aren't as good that do well. So it's not necessarily a thing. Like with Pep, City waited a long time to get Pep. I personally think Pep is the best option. I don't think we can do better than Pep. However, if we do come to a point where he's not doing what he needs to do, then we would find someone else. That someone else might not actually be better than Pep, but they might actually be more successful in other ways than Pep. So you just don't know. Like, look at Chelsea. Chelsea's managers on paper. If you had to pick two Chelsea managers, you pick Jose Mourinho and Carlo. But who won the Champions League for them? Tuchel and what's his face? Martinez. So
Di Matteo.
Di Matteo, that's the one. So they're the two that won
He's
the
not
Champions
dead,
League.
bro.
So it just depends. We
Yes,
could
for
get rid
me.
of Pep, get an average manager, and they could go.
Don't worry,
You're
you'll see him at
Ronaldo.
Bayern Munich. You'll see him at Bayern Munich in the Champions League next
You
season.
might
Don't
see him
worry
in
about it.
England after the World Cup.
Yeah, serious. Hey, he
Hey,
might take over City
they'll
from Pep.
bring him before the World Cup. But
Yo,
Yeah,
I
serious?
take him over Klopp, bro. Klopp
They
out
should.
Tuchel in, bro.
England should definitely get Tuchel. I said
Oh,
this.
100%,
Definitely should have got him.
100.
Never
Yeah.
Without that.
They're going to stick with Southgate.
Yeah, so they should have got. Like, if they would
Nah,
have got
Southgate
Tuchel,
will
I'd
be
take him
gone after
serious.
this one, man. He'll be gone after this
Southgate
one.
will only be gone though if England don't come out the group. Because when England get out,
Nah. He'll be gone. He'll be gone, man.
but
Don't
if you,
worry.
if you look at England's World Cup, if they get out the group, and if they finish top of the group, they don't actually play any of the bad boy sides till the final. They can't play Brazil, Argentina.
They play France.
They can't play France until the final. They're all.
It depends but it depends on, like, in terms of, like you said,
Oh,
finishing first and second. The same with France as well. I did the brackets. They can play France if France finish second.
Oh, they can play
could get
France.
in the quarterfinal. That's if France finish second. Though.
That's what I'm
You don't
saying.
know.
And France
Yeah.
probably won't finish second. So if everyone tops their group, as you would expect, England can't really play any of them. I'm not saying they can't play decent sides because they will, but they're not playing any of them where you would say England out straight away when you see the fixture.
England are out straight away.
Anyone else? Not saying that England will do well because I don't think they will, but they could potentially get further than you think based on the side of the draw that they're on. If they were on the other side of the draw with Argentina, Brazil, then it's a different story because I think even if they come out the group, they're going to struggle. But on that side, they may get kind of a easier ride.
Wait,
So,
Lewis,
England,
can you just?
England always take the easy route. And you
They
always
do,
fuck
yeah.
up.
That being said, that's what's kept Southgate in the job because that's what he's done. He's beat
That's
everyone
what
he's
I'm
supposed
saying.
to.
He
Outside of
won't
Germany,
get back. If they
that's the
do well,
only
he won't
side
get
you can
back.
look at in the two runs where you go, they should have lost. But other than that,
Facts.
they beat everyone they were supposed to. That's why I give him
Yeah.
credit. He's lost to they were supposed to lose to. Maybe by Italy, actually. I don't think
they should have beaten Italy that day.
Italy's the only one
on home turf as well. They should have done that.
But that's the thing with him though. He won't get sacked unless they go and lose them games. But then probably not going to lose them sort of games. So that's the problem. So he won't get sacked. Because if they come up against Brazil and they get beat, they're not going to sack him. Do you know what I mean?
I think if he does, I think worst case scenario, I think he still keeps his job even if we lose every game.
I do.
I think he'll be gone. I think he's gone still.
No. I think he's too much of a yes man. That's what the FA want. They want a yes man, and obviously they're looking at his record. I think if we lose every single game, he's in the job for the next 5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, probably.
That's mad. That's mad.
That's
right. It's mad, but do you believe me? Like it's reasonable.
Yeah,
it could happen. It could happen. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
They literally do.
Cam's got to go, so in a couple minutes, so we'll go through the Arsenal stuff quickly. Arsenal won, and yeah, that's it. Arsenal just won. Yeah, Cam, what was your thoughts on it and everything?
Oh, nothing new. I might as well just. That's the end of the segment of the Arsenal bit now, guys. Arsenal won. That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy's going in bed. Sounds like you're in bed, bro, ready to go to sleep.
No, because obviously it's getting late, innit? And obviously kids and that. So, listen, obviously I'm happy we're top of the league, obviously 5 points. Obviously it's daydreams right now, and it's not expected right now, do you know what I mean? So all I can say is I can only be happy, but it's not like I'm expecting to win the league or nothing like that. Like I thought,
don't believe? You still don't believe?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I'll only start believing, yeah, if we get past that sort of January to March. You know what I'm saying? I've always said it. The only reason why is because I've said it so many times before. I've seen it under Wenger. I've seen it so many fucking times where we just capitulate. I mean, I know Arteta, barring last season. I mean, apart from last season, it was the second half of the season that saved us. So I get that. But I just don't want it to be reversed. You know what I mean? So if we can get through that, but even if we don't win the league and we end up fucking finishing second or it being close, whatever, I'll still be like, all right, well, I'll be a bit upset because we didn't win the league. But then I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I can give this guy another year. And yeah, man, let's see how it goes, innit? Because maybe then I would be wrong. I've already said it once before. I'll say it again. Like, but end of the day,
it's still good progress coming. That's
the thing. It's still good progress.
But
the problem is, if we don't, like, I want to see us lift the trophy, innit? Like, bearing in mind,
Premier League trophy, you mean?
Yeah, of course. But even then, like, I want us to do well in the Europa League. Like, I want us to prove a point to ourselves. Fuck anyone else. I want us to prove a point to ourselves that we can actually do it in a European scale. Fair enough, it's only Europa League, but still, we need to get past that barrier. I don't know. If we to feel like we have any chance for the Champions League, we need to get past that Europa League barrier alone. Do you know what I mean? So if we can, but I want us to see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like with Flawless on that one. Like, we should be winning that, really and truly. Like Flawless says with Man United. Man United should be winning that. So really and truly, I'm looking at that like I'm not really scared of any team, barring Man United. Maybe in the final, I feel like we lose. But then I said I feel like if we get Man U in the semis over a 2-game bounce, I feel like we win. If that makes sense. But I feel like when it's just in the 1-1 game final, I feel like we're losing it. So, but barring that, like, yeah, man, like, I just want to see us progress more in this manner, because then, yeah, fair enough. I'll sit back and be like, listen, I ain't sorry for what I've already said about Arsenal and all that, but you can't blame me. I've been like, but it's one of them. If Arsenal win. Yeah, I'm not one of them to be rash about it. And I was used to it with Wenger. You get what I'm saying? I was used to it with Wenger. And then when we got Emery, I was like, for fuck's sake, like within
I gave the guy a year, and I already didn't like the way we were playing, even though we went on a 22 game bounce where we didn't lose. Like, I just didn't like the way we were playing football, and it was just. And then look at it, and then look what happened after that with the players, with Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette, all of these players. That's fucked up for us. That were big money players. But I mean, all right, fair enough. Uber and had what 2 decent seasons, 1.5, 2 decent seasons. I'll give him that, but that's about it. Like, you see what happened at the end of his thing. He went outside. Now he's at Chelsea, going out even sadder. So it is what it is, bro. Like, I just want to see us progress like this, innit? I just don't want to like us going out to Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Like, this is the one and only season where I generally don't give a fuck, only because I know what this season brings. I already know how many fucking games these players are going to be going through regardless. Like, I already know they've barely even got a break from summer. Like, they're still drooling. They're still off the back of last fucking season as well. Like, some of these fucking players, especially at the bigger clubs, like, they only got a 2-3 week sort of holiday before they had to go back to training and shit. So, bruv, you got to feel for it. Like, in that sense, I'm like, all right, cool. But even when I was looking at the game, I was thinking, well, that if we want to sustain a title challenge, we have to go into January, because we cannot rely on the fucking dross that lost to Brighton. Yeah.
What would you say your strength and, what would you say your strength and depth is like at Arsenal?
Bruv, our depth, I've been saying it since the start of the season. Our depth is so dead, bruv. It is so shit. Barring maybe 1 or 2 players, it is shit. Like, we've got no depth. The players that we have to rely on, you can't look at him and say, oh yeah, he'll definitely be a game changer. Oh, he'll definitely come on and change it. You can't. No, none of them really give you that feel. Well, not me personally, anyway. You know what I'm saying? I've always said it. If he wants to sustain this title challenge, yeah, and actually be taken serious, we need to go on the transfer window. People say we need like 2-3 players. No, we need about 5 players, because if we're gonna go look through this next period after the World Cup, where it's going to be peak. Games are going to be coming thick and fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of football to be played.
Especially,
you know what I'm saying? The games are going to be coming thick and fast. Wait. So, the injuries will be sustained at most clubs. Like, but I'm saying we need about a good 5-6 players. And I'm saying at least 4 of them have to be not just decent players. They have to be good players that we look at and like, yeah, he could potentially change the game for us. Or if we bring him on, yeah, he could potentially do this for us. And do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm looking at, innit? But if we don't do that, obviously, then don't be surprised when Arsenal do have their yearly downfall. And it's not just any old downfall. It's an Arsenal downfall. So, and an Arsenal downfall ain't any old downfall, but it's peak. So
yeah, I missed one of those. Matt, please don't remind me about the Mason Mount contract. We don't need to.
Yo, so what's going on with that? Is he getting a new deal?
What?
Is he getting a new deal?
No, I've accepted he'll get a deal. The fact that the club already tried to offer him they're not agreeing on wages because Mount actually wants more, but that wasn't what annoyed me. The fact is they're already giving him a 7-year contract and they already tried to offer it to him.
7 years. Hey.
7 years.
Lewis, you know what I'm saying? You was I was actually with you today that it was announced Ollie got a new deal. This is just karma. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, yeah, I remember that.
I was actually with you that day, you know what I'm saying, in London. He was like, yeah, Ollie new deal. Yeah, nice 7-year deal for Mr. Mason.
Hold that.
Money Minerals Mount.
Fuck that, bruv. Because if he gets on all the terms that he wants, then you know what, I might start losing a little bit of faith, because how they're offering 7 years to a guy who's playing this shit.
Future captain, that's why, man.
He's the
Minerals,
man.
If it helps, I was going to say, Mineral Stream is going to be fire, bro.
Minerals, future captain, understands the club.
That's my future captain.
Why did you bring up mine?
That being said, Harry's injury woes are concerned for you, because he seems to get injured a lot.
Trent's clear.
No, the problem is we don't have enough depth. We just overplay Reece James all the time. I'm not too worried about him. Like, he's not going to the World Cup. That's what worried me. If he went, he would have genuinely fucked his career up.
Who's
So I'm
that?
glad Southgate.
Who's James?
But Mount would be the same thing. He's just golden boy. He'll get played, so it doesn't matter, does it?
I would keep Mount as a squad player the way he's playing right now, but I wouldn't keep him as like.
But he's a starter for both England and Chelsea.
That's Lewis's favourite guy, bro. That's Lewis's favourite guy in the world, bro. You know he's got a Mount shirt, but he's put it away and hidden. He's hidden it.
And he will start for England.
Definitely hid it in the back of his closet, bro. He's definitely he's gonna whip it out when Mount starts playing well.
I don't
definitely, bro.
No.
Oh look, Mason Mount this. Oh, I was backing him from day one.
If Mount balls out, I will praise him. Until then,
bring up Fatah's comment.
Bring up Fatah's comment. Oh, don't tell me he's a Mount
something Johnny Mount Mason Mount
glue of the team, bro. Glue of the team.
You don't. No. He's just reciting Johnny. This is everything.
What's the Starbucks thing?
What's the Starbucks thing?
I don't know. That's one of his things. He's like, if he instead of calling you stupid, he'll just say you're a long way from Starbucks. I don't get.
I don't get Starbucks though. Like,
I don't get a lot of things Johnny says, but
does it mean like smell the coffee or something? Does it have a reference to that? I don't know, man.
It's actually pretty good.
Trying to bring logic into it. Have you heard how he stands Mount?
Ryan, that's actually pretty good still. You know what I'm saying? You should run with that.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
But Mount, I'd keep squad player. If you have him on a 7-year contract, you're saying you're going to build the team around him. And right now,
team around him, man.
Well, that's why we're a point off 9th.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna have to duck out in it. I'm gonna duck out in it.
Yo, Cam, love, yeah.
Big up, love everyone in it. Obviously, love to everyone on the show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to Lewis if you haven't already. You probably already have, but you already know. Just resubscribe.
And check out Cam's socials in the description.
Yeah, you already know. And obviously, before I go, top of that league, still 5 points clear. You already know how it goes. I'm just gonna do a Lewis, and you know how it goes. You know, top of that league, 5 points clear. What? Who are ya? You fucking vexed, blood, because we're talking about that league safe.
Bless, bro.
Yo, Cam just disappeared like Haaland against Brentford, man. Like,
oh my god, this guy.
How have you got an agenda against Haaland when you start doing it?
Let's go, Ryan, man. Talk of the things then, man. Let's go.
What? Hey, last weekend, Nunes 2, Haaland 0, innit?
Like, we need to do more shows on Wednesdays. Ryan's on smoke today.
It's so strange.
He's on
only
smoke.
Goes to Jan.
Anyway.
But he's on sensible smoke, though. He's been funny in that. Let's go.
No, the thing is, in a few months' time...
Jan, you know I'm joking. Why are you taking it so...
Nah, but in a few months' time, you're going to be on here saying, oh, I'm sorry, like you did with De Bruyne.
Why are you taking it so
Got
much?
your agenda.
It's a joke. Obviously, I know.
This guy laughing at his own jokes, you know.
It sounds like somebody else, isn't it?
Sounds like someone else, isn't it? I don't know who that is, isn't it? People be out here laughing at their own jokes. Could never be
my man into my phone. It said laughing at his own jokes.
Yeah, could never be me in that. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
Oh, yo, Lewis, can I just address a quick comment as well? Like, someone asked me, do I rate Pep Linders higher than Klopp? Absolutely not, in it. Like, nah, I'm more Linders out than Klopp out, in it. Like, I'll be serious, man. Linders is the first.
Book.
On all my days that book. I'm gonna say nah. Sorry, no.
Are you getting it for Christmas?
I've already got it. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know what the name of the first chapter is? Training is our transfers. You know how patronizing that is? Training is our transfers. Basically, the top red way of saying we are cheapskates. We don't want to spend money in it. Like, that's all it is. I hate that book. Honestly, you know what he said, Lewis? You know how much of a liar he is? You know how much? Do you know how deluded this Linders guy is? He said in the Carabao Cup final, we limited Chelsea.
Huh?
Now, you remember that game exactly. You remember that game, and he said we limited
that game was
Chelsea.
like fucking open season, bro. It was the most end-to-end shit I saw.
Chelsea had 3 disallowed goals. Mason Mount missed 2 sitters. Pulisic missed a sitter, and man said we limited Chelsea. In his book. Oh, my word.
Merchant, bro. There was no limit. Word. Both sides were just open as fuck.
He said Curtis Jones is better than Pedri. Just saying. I'm not joking. I'm actually not joking.
Okay, he might be a bit delusional. He might be. I might have to cop that book myself. I could do with a laugh.
Oh my
Fuck.
god! Oh. No.
You want to hear a laugh? Have you seen some of the me and Ryan the
Training is our
representation at the Qatar World Cup? Because they've been hiring like
what?
Germany fans and England like because there's not many fans attending there. Have you not seen it? It's fucking fire. They're hiring like Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and Indians to go and pretend to be English fans, and then going, yeah, we are Qatar, we are England fans. It's fucking funny. Let me see if I can find it.
I heard they're getting like
Ryan?
free tickets, a hotel, 3 meals a day, all sorts of stuff, just to pretend to be fans.
Hey, I would have done that. I'm saying,
yeah, they could have just fucking got us over.
I go back Senegal or something. You know what I'm saying? Who else is there? African teams?
Give me a
Ivory
Denmark
Coast
shirt or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Denmark, you might not fit in with Denmark too tough, but I hear you, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a Senegal shirt.
Might take Senegal or Ivory Coast or some shit,
Realistic,
fam.
at least.
I don't know if this will get banned if I play the audio and shit.
It'll be fine.
But listen to It's Coming Home. It's fucking funny.
That is so offbeat.
So non-rhythmic.
You know the maddest thing? They're louder than the England fans when I was at Wembley last time. So fair play to them. Fair play.
But it's coming home. They're singing like "Tell the World It's Coming Home." I forgot what song it is. It's P Diddy, no?
Which song?
Yes.
Tell the world it's coming home.
Yeah, it does. Now you mentioned it.
They're singing P Diddy over actually the original.
Oh my god,
it's sick.
That's too funny.
that is ridiculous, bro. This whole World Cup is so fake.
I'm
man.
surprised they've not broken out into Sweet Caroline yet. I'm sure that'll be next.
At least this will be the least violent World Cup in history.
You know what I was watching?
Yeah, because all of them would get killed if they didn't.
I was watching
They'll be on their best behavior, sober, everything.
I doubt it. I think there's going to be so many arrests because people are going to go over there thinking, I can do what I want, and it's just not going
to.
Bro,
yeah, they're going to get locked up, man. They don't play.
Do you know what I found out as well? Qatar is smaller than Yorkshire.
What, the whole place?
Really? The geographical square mile is smaller than Yorkshire.
That is crazy.
Wait, I need to have a look. I don't think I've ever looked at Qatar on a map.
I've never. But it's smaller than Yorkshire.
I know Barbados is the same size as Stockport. I know that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's small, Barbados.
Yeah, I know Barbados is a small island. I'm fully aware of that, but I didn't know it was the same size as Stockport.
Yeah, it's about the size of Stockport. Yeah, it's small.
Qatar's tiny still.
Nothing.
I've never looked at Qatar on a map. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is tiny.
It looks bigger than that, there.
Yeah, I could understand that, to be fair.
Crazy shit, crazy.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't know that. But hey, we're nearly at the 2-hour mark. It's a good point to round off the show. It has been another great episode of Shameless FC. Should be back next week. Might just talk about a couple World Cup games or whatever's going on in our clubs. But yeah, big up everyone that's locked in. Like, subscribe, and as always, up the fucking Chelsea.
Potter in.
But yeah, Potter in fact. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, Ronaldo